can't understand why I'm not fixed by now. Begged and I have pleaded, take this pain, but I'm still bleeding. Heart trusts you for certain. Head says it's not working. I'm stuck here, still hurting, but you tell me you're making a masterpiece. You're shaping the soul in me. You're moving where I can see it. All I am is in your hands. You're taking me all apart, like it was your plan from the start to finish your work of art for all to see. You're making a masterpiece. Guess I'm your canvas, beautiful black and blue, painted in mercy's hue. I don't see past this, but you see me now. Who I'll be then, there at the end, standing there as your masterpiece. You're shaping the soul in me. You're moving where I can't see, and all I am is in your hands. You're taking me all apart, like it was your plan from the start to finish your work of art for all to see. You're making a masterpiece. You're making a masterpiece. Even though I'm hurting, I'll let you keep working. You're making a masterpiece. You're shaping the soul in me. You're moving where I can't see, and all I am is in your hands. You're taking me all apart, like it was your plan from the start to finish your work of art for all to see. You're making a masterpiece. You're making a masterpiece. I'll be your masterpiece.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. All right. Everybody settle down. Let's do this thing. We are live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning. Gosh, it feels like a Monday, that's for sure.
I mean, it is a Monday.
I think I just had such a chill day yesterday, which is good every once in a while,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
I believe in you,
weird.
buddy.
Feels weird, but we're gonna do this thing, guys. How is the Stormy? How was your weekend? How was the snow? Hopefully you stayed inside, because there was no way I was gonna go anywhere on the roads yesterday. There's just there's no way. Which is funny because Uber was kind of slow on Saturday night. Friday it was slow again. Saturday I went out for a little bit and it was slow. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll wake up in the morning on Sunday and maybe catch a couple airport rides.
Yeah.
So I woke up at 7:30, got dressed, brushed my teeth, walked out into the living room, and there was snow everywhere. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going back to bed. So I went back to bed, crawled into bed, and just tried to go back to sleep for a little bit. But gosh, man, that snow yeah, I enjoy it. I do every once in a while. But I know people can't drive in it, so I worry about everybody. I worry. So I know there was probably a bunch of accidents yesterday, and
Which is weird because it wasn't even like sticking.
I know, but you know how it is.
We just freak out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, is it supposed to snow anymore this week?
That is a great
I
question.
don't think so. I think I looked at the weather app, and it looked like it was supposed to be in the 40s
Looking
all week.
pretty clear. Friday, it's going to rain.
Okay.
But it's looking pretty clear this week.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like upper 40s.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. That's a nice day.
Yeah.
When you drop down into the 20s or 30s, that's real life, man. That's hard times right there.
Man, Cedar Crest got 6 to 7 inches. Remember the storm we said just now?
Wow, that much?
Yeah.
Jeez. Did Santa Fe get dumped on? They usually always get dumped on. Or did it miss them? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're live on YouTube if you guys want to hang out and watch the show. Star 88 FM on YouTube. Good morning, everybody hanging out with us, you early birds out there. I wish we had a bunch of stuff we could just hook all the early birds up with this morning.
Just
you know?
a bunch. We've got love and joy and encouragement.
Yeah.
Maybe some hope. We got a copy of A Dog's Way Home.
Yeah, but I wish we get everybody a
book.
copy. A Dog's Way Home.
Dude, that trailer ruins the entire movie. Have you seen the trailer
No,
for
I won't
this
watch
movie?
that. Anytime I see any trailer or movie with a dog in it, I'm out. I'm not going to do it.
The trailer is literally the film in like 60 seconds.
Yep.
Dog, and he gets lost, and he meets like a mountain lion, and they become friends.
Oh, Homeward Bound?
And then yeah. But like in the trailer, it's like the dog as a grown-up running back, and the kid who's now the grown-up's like, Rusty? Or whatever the stupid dog's name is. And I'm going, you literally just showed the entire movie.
Yeah. Can you imagine having to be the director for a movie
Right.
about a dog?
Yeah.
Is that kind of like how you start? Does everybody kind of has to have that one movie with it? It's nobody wants to do it, but it's like, this might be good for my career.
Right. You learn some things.
Just imagine
for
having
it.
to direct a movie with a dog. Because I watched how they make movies and shows, TV shows.
Yeah.
And they film that one scene. It'll take like a whole day,
day.
just to do a little 15-second clip. Can you imagine having to have a dog?
As your star.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you direct it?
How much?
Exactly. Like they're like, hey man, we want you to direct this new cheesy PG movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna make a ton of money.
Well,
But you got to work with the dog.
exactly? And what's the ego like with that dog? Does he have an ego? Because I'm not going to work with a dog that has an ego.
I don't recognize him. I don't know if he's been in the industry. Like
See, that's what I need to know. I need to know what does his portfolio look like? What does his IMDb look like?
It's not Milo and Otis dog, so I mean,
You know?
it doesn't look like he's been in anything.
What are his owners like? Because most likely it's like the kid actor, and they have the parents that are monsters.
Yeah.
They just want the kid to get rich, and they'll
Exactly.
just do whatever it takes.
Ugh.
I want to meet the parents first. There's a lot of things that go into working with a dog. You know?
Somebody said, the ending, it's not even in the trailer, it's in the title. A Dog's Way Home. Like, you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah. They're cashing in with the younger kids.
Oh,
That's what
totally.
it is.
Remember the storm that said, by the way, snowing when I went through the canyon earlier this morning. So it's still snowing in parts.
Be careful, guys. Be careful. Drive slow. Yeah, I don't like driving anymore in this city. In fact, I think I'm going to quit as an Uber driver because I just know that somebody's going to run into me sooner or later. Like, chances are, because there's so many terrible drivers, the more I drive, I'm going to get the chance of getting hit just goes way up.
Yeah.
I'm at like a 98% chance of getting hit by somebody at this point. I've been driving so much. And I think I got to slow down. I got to stop driving so much. Yeah. Somebody's going to run into me. It's going to happen. It's not going to be my fault. It's going to be somebody else's fault.
I know.
Ugh.
I don't even think I got out of bed before 11 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of the same
It was
way
like
after I...
cold, and I didn't want to move. And Christy's like, I'm going to make coffee, and I'm going to get up. And I was like, that is so great. You have the best day. And I just stayed there.
I know. It was so cold. I was just cold all day yesterday.
Yeah.
It was so cold. Oh, man. How's everybody doing? You guys ready to do this thing?
Remember the Starmy? Really excited right now. They're doing very well. They said Chris Pratt's getting married, and his new lady loves the Lord just like him.
That's cool. Yeah, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Yeah. Catherine.
Yeah. She seems pretty cool. Is she, does she do anything as far as, like, acting or, like, what's her career? Or is she just Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter?
No. I thought she was, like, into politics.
Oh, wow, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. What does she do? She's an American author and the eldest daughter of actor and politician Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She's an author. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful, beautiful young lady. How old is she?
Like that family, because you know, like she is 29. Because her mom is Maria Shriver, so the Kennedy family.
Yeah.
So she's like the grandniece of JFK. She's,
Oh, that's pretty cool,
I don't
man.
know.
Congratulations, guys. That's pretty cool.
She's got books.
Okay, imagine this. Imagine having a dad or a mom that are super famous like that.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those kids sometimes because they can't get out of their parents, the spotlight of their parents. They're always going to be known as
Colin Hanks.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Colin Hanks. He's doing a pretty good job,
career.
though. Yeah.
He's got a great career.
He's doing good.
I love him as an actor.
Yeah. I bet that was pretty tough for him growing up.
Michael Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty prolific career.
Yeah, right?
Kirk Douglas's kid.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Yeah, right? Charlie Sheen.
Should have said Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, he disappeared. He doesn't do any acting anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, he was on top of the world there for a minute.
Yeah.
I love Emilio Estevez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who else?
Let's see.
Let's see. Who survived their parents?
Who survived? Mr. Bean's son.
Nope.
I don't know his name, but he's Mr. Bean's son. See, nobody knows his name.
Exactly.
And Landon, my youngest son, he's the one who brought up a while back this terrible person on Instagram. And he goes, yeah, he's like Mr. Bean's son. And I'm like, what? Mr. Bean's son? And it's hilarious because it's like a younger version of Mr. Bean, but this kid is this trust fund baby who just parties and posts awful things on Instagram.
Here's how you know that you've gotten older and you're disconnected from modern culture. I looked up Rowan Atkinson, who was Mr. Bean, for those who remember Mr. Bean, because I wanted to know how old he was. And as I started Googling Rowan Atkinson, the first thing that comes up with his name is, what is Rowan Atkinson famous for? And I'm like, what is he famous for? He's Mr. Bean.
Well, he's Mr. Bean.
And Zazu.
And who?
And the Lion King.
Oh, okay.
He's Mufasa's little bird sidekick thing.
Does he do a lot of voiceover stuff? Is he a voice actor too?
Oh, I don't know.
Because in Mr. Bean, he just... that's how he talks.
Yeah.
My brother and I would watch Mr. Bean all the time when we were kids.
Same, dude.
And just laugh.
Of course.
Because it was the dumbest show you'll ever watch. Yeah. There's a live video of Mr. Bean shows that you can watch right now on YouTube. It's just a live 24/7 Mr. Bean thing.
Yeah, I was just streaming Mr. Bean.
Best of Bean.
Just watching Mr. Bean. Yeah, Lion King is really like, I'm looking at his animated stuff and it's just the Lion King and Mr. Bean.
Nice.
As far as, things like that. Oh, Drew Barrymore. That's a good one. Somebody said. Somebody who survived their parents' fame.
Wait, who was her parents?
Scott Eastwood? Yeah.
Who's Drew Barrymore's parents?
Oh my gosh.
She
why
had
am I
famous
blanking?
parents?
Oh, very famous.
I just thought she grew up, just that little girl from E.T.
No.
I didn't know she had famous parents.
Yeah. Now I have to go find it because
I don't know, man. I don't think she did.
Yes, she did.
No.
John Barrymore. John Barrymore. Yeah. You have no idea. That's okay. That's before our time.
It's like actor in like the 50s and 60s. It looked like maybe.
Well, duh. So's Kirk Douglas.
Well, he's obviously still not acting.
Well, no, I don't think
He's not alive.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think it counts.
It totally counts.
It doesn't count at all. They have to still be alive.
Dakota Johnson.
Who are her parents?
What?
I don't know.
Don Johnson, Melanie Griffith
From Miami Vice?
Yes.
That's Dakota? That's what?
Yes.
I had no idea.
How about Liv Tyler?
Oh, yeah. Aerosmith, Steven Tyler.
Heck yeah. Kate Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right.
So
it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood. He's really trying to break out as an actor right now.
Yeah.
He really, I don't know what happened to our YouTube page.
Well, it's working.
I think
here.
YouTube just shut us off. Okay, we're okay. Speaking of YouTube Live at 8:30, you guys should go subscribe to our YouTube show. We have another show that's launching during our morning show, which is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
That's really
Beans just said, "So are you guys cutting out at 8:30 so we can watch something else?"
We should just put on our new show on this show.
No,
we'll go live.
No,
With Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. What do you mean? No, why not?
Yeah,
it's us interviewing Patrick Fabian.
Yeah, a little different
in a dry sauna.
A little different.
Yeah, we'll go live with Dex and Steve-O and Patrick Fabian.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys go to Don't Sweat the Small Stuff on YouTube at 8:30, and you can actually set a little reminder on the YouTube page right now, and at 8:30 it'll go live. That's when we're launching episode 1 of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and Patrick Fabian's our first guest. And we got to watch it last night. We got... Jordy
we were at the
sent us
premiere
link.
party. No, we were at a party.
Oh, yeah, we had a premiere last night. That's right. They rolled out the red carpet.
Oh,
it was
so
great.
great.
So many celebrities showed up. Mr. Bean was there.
Yeah, that's how we got on this Mr. Bean kick, because we were
exactly,
like,
such a great
he's
guy.
the best dude.
Oh, man.
Look at that. There it is, guys. So youtube.com/Don't Sweat the Small Stuff TV. And episode 1 launching today. Remember, the Starmy wants to know how long the show is. It's a full episode of a TV show.
Yeah,
it's 25 minutes.
Yeah, this one's they're all different in length and stuff. When we first launched it, we were like, oh, let's do a show that's under 10 minutes because nobody really, nobody likes to watch a long video. But then we're sitting there going, well, we're interviewing these people in a dry sauna, and man, there's a lot of great things that are going to be left out if we cut it under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Remember, Jordy was kind of freaking out. He's like, man, there's so many great things, and I got to cut it out if I'm going to go under 10. So we're like, just throw it all up there. And that's what we did.
Turns out it was really great.
We'll see.
I'm really excited about it. Patrick actually texted us last night. Patrick Fabian. Plays
he was
Howard
at the
Hamlin.
premiere last night, bro.
Right. Yes. I meant he was at the premiere. And he was really excited. Got to watch, and so that's really, really exciting. There's some cool things in the works. So
yeah, go subscribe if you haven't yet, and share it. If you guys could share it, that'd be really cool.
Paul is really sad, man.
Why?
Because his team lost over the weekend. The Patriots won over the weekend. He said if the Patriots make it to another Super Bowl, he's going to boycott and go fishing while everyone watches.
Wow.
I would still rather watch a Tom Brady Super Bowl than go fishing. So
wow, not me.
I really want the Chiefs-Rams, but it's probably going to be the Saints and the Patriots. So you'll get a Drew Brees, Tom Brady, both first ballot Hall of Famers. That'd be interesting to watch. But Chiefs-Rams, I said it at the beginning of the season, and it's like one game away from happening. I'll make it happen.
All right, we got to take a quick break, you guys. Thanks for chiming in this morning. Hang out with us on YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. And we got a bunch of things happening this morning. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. Hang out with us.
Imagine a world where you could simply speak aloud what you want to listen to, and it happened. Well, good news. If you have an Amazon Echo, or Dot or another Alexa-enabled device, you now live in that world. It's incredibly simple. All you have to do is say, Alexa, play Star 88.
Star 88 from tuning.
You don't need to do anything else. No skills required. Just ask Alexa to play Star 88 and enjoy.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip shares some challenging but important characteristics of sin.
Sin in its undetected form, in its unrepentant form, bars a person from heaven. Sin is detectable to God, it is dangerous for people, and it brings the judgment of God on an eternal basis.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he begins a series called White Collar Sin.
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
God wants us to learn from the people of the Bible that he paints in living color. And we learn from Mary the submission of godliness and the surprise of it. And then a lesson we would rather not learn, the suffering of it. But does it not do our hearts well? Do we not feel a sense of identification with him in our own suffering? That we suffer not as others who don't suffer. We suffer as the Lord Jesus who suffered and as Mary who suffered. That's a part of life. We either embrace it and learn from it, or we spend our entire existence on this earth fighting against something which we can never, ever overcome.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
Have you stopped reaching, no longer seeking greater things? Have you forgotten you have a father listening? Oh, he tells the sun when to rise, gives the wind its breath, swings a door wide open and moves in the moment you least expect. Don't you give up on a miracle. You gotta speak to the impossible. Oh, you gotta pray till you breaks through the ceiling. Keep on believing. Don't you give up. Don't you give up on a miracle. How many chances, how many answers pass us by? You know it takes faith to step on the waves when you're terrified. So when you're backed in a corner and can't wait any longer, don't you give up on a miracle. You gotta speak to the impossible. Oh, you gotta pray till you breaks through the ceiling. Keep on believing. Don't you give up. Keep on and don't you give up on a miracle. Feels like the prayers and the words you have spoken, they go unnoticed like drops in the ocean. Just beyond the veil of your vision, your mountains are moving on. Remember the works his hands have done, where you once were and how far you go. Don't you give up on a miracle. You gotta speak to the impossible. Oh, you gotta pray till you breaks through the ceiling. Keep on believing. Don't you give up on a miracle. Don't you give. You gotta speak to the impossible. You gotta speak and believe it. Pray till you breaks through the ceiling. Keep on believing. Don't you give up. Don't you give up on a miracle. Pray till you breaks through the ceiling. Keep on believing.
Unspoken Miracle. It's Star 88, 6:30.
High today at 44 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion.
Sure is. Good morning. Welcome to it. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Happy Monday, guys. Good body. How How's the football fans doing? You guys doing all right? All you Cowboys?
Phoebes is doing great.
How's our boy Seth doing? Has he chimed in
Oh
yet?
man, he watched the game at our house yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
how's he doing? Is he all right?
No. But I will say this: he didn't give up.
He didn't give up
No,
till
he
the
gave
bitter
up.
end, huh?
No, he gave up. He gave up. It was like the beginning of the fourth quarter, and he just jumps on his phone and starts playing like a video game. I'm like, "What are you doing, bro?" And he's like, trust me, I know my team." And he just knew.
He just knew.
He just knew they weren't going to come back from it because it was the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Chiefs beat the Colts. Rams beat the Cowboys. And the Patriots beat up on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Saints beat the Eagles. And so
Dude.
next week we got the Chiefs against the Patriots and the Rams against the Saints to see who goes to the Super Bowl.
1 and 2 seeds, man.
Yeah.
I love this. Yes, let's have the best teams in the Final Four. Oh, man, I'm so excited.
Now, the only thing I
I'm
care
excited.
about, and I think most people care about, is who's playing the Super Bowl halftime show? Who's it going to be? Well, they confirmed it.
Yeah, they did.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited about one artist that they added because it is in Atlanta, and A.T. Aliens was my jam in high school.
Yeah?
That would be an Outkast album.
All right.
Big Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they have confirmed that Maroon 5 will headline the Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday, February 3rd, and their guests will be Travis Scott and Big Boy from Outkast. Let's see, I guess there was a lot of talk that the NFL was having trouble finding special guests to appear with Maroon 5, and Billboard says Travis only agreed to do it if the NFL agreed to join him in donating $500,000 to Dream Corps, a social justice charity. Okay, cool. You know, I got to give a shout out to my brother, Mike, because he still is not watching the NFL. He boycotted last season because of the whole take a knee thing.
Yeah.
And you gotta have to respect that. I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, good for you, man. You know, even though I don't really agree with you not watching football, it's like, or even agree necessarily like being upset over the whole knee thing after hearing really what it was all about. But I have to take my hat off to him because he's still not watching.
Yeah.
Which he loved the NFL. Like he was one of the
crazy to me.
die-hard people that loved the NFL.
Do you think it helps him that, like, they kept changing rules and it's not even really like the NFL because
Probably. Yeah. Probably has a little bit
it's like
to do with it.
a mixture of all of the things? Yeah. Because I know people who boycotted and they just kind of called it a day. I'm like, but were you really a sports fan?
Right.
I'll watch the Patriots in the Super Bowl because it's still the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I just love sports.
Yeah.
I don't want them. I want the Chiefs so badly.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is so good.
I mean, I don't care who honestly makes it the Super Bowl because I'm just not invested. But
yeah,
I definitely would like to not see the Patriots, I guess.
Yeah. I'd really like to see the Chiefs.
Chiefs, that would be a cool. I want to see that too.
Chiefs Rams, because that Monday Night Football game. Remember, it was like what, week 11 or something. Monday Night Football game between the Chiefs and the Rams. It was the highest scoring Monday Night Football game of all time. And I said, I can't wait to see the rematch in February.
Yeah.
And I really hope that happens. That was exciting football, man.
I'd really like to see that for Todd Cook. I know he's a
Chiefs fan.
And also
Thebes, our boy Thebes.
Thebes is, and also Aaron Buck Burnett.
Yeah.
Buck has been a diehard Chiefs fan for a long time, so I'd really like to see the Chiefs as well.
Somebody said they stopped watching too because united
Really?
we stand.
And yet the NFL just continues to go on.
Well, yeah.
They don't even care.
It's because of us unpatriotic Americans who just loves us some sports.
Yeah. I guess ratings are up from last year.
Yeah, that's because they walked away from that whole controversy.
Mm-hmm.
They walked it back. You're not supposed to do that anymore. Everybody's standing now. And so what's interesting is, like, everybody boycotted it last year because they were kneeling, but everybody's got to stand this year. And you still boycotted it? They, like, walked back on that because of you boycotters.
Right.
Good job.
How did the
You did it.
female referee do?
I don't know. That was the one game I cared nothing about.
Yeah.
I tried watching, but by the time I got out of bed, it was already like 72-0. So I was like,
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, apparently she threw a flag down, but it was a penalty that happened 3 years ago.
Okay.
Anyone? I saw that. It was a meme I saw. It was a meme I saw on
She was
Facebook.
just really holding on to it, man.
She can't let it go. She threw a flag for a penalty that happened 3 years ago. That's the best meme I've ever seen in my life. I actually laughed out loud. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, man.
That's so funny.
Well done. Well done, meme makers. Gosh, that's incredible.
Ladies, how do you feel when you guys see something like that? Do you laugh a little bit or do you just instantly get mad? You know?
Yeah.
Because it's very true. You guys really do hold on to things.
I think dudes can too as well.
Sometimes it depends because I just forget.
Yeah.
Thank the good Lord that I do have short-term memory loss, so that's what I blame it on.
I will totally call myself out though because I hold on to things but then forget part of it. Like this weekend.
Oh yeah, me too. Right?
Chrissy and I had a tiff.
Big blow-up fight.
No,
yeah,
just
huge
a little,
fight.
Just a little marital tiff, if
Yeah?
you will.
Then why were you sleeping on
And
Bill's
I'm like,
couch over the weekend?
yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding. He was.
And I'm like, oh yeah, well this and this, and she's like, give me an example, and I'm like,
oh, I hate that. That happens to me too.
Well, I would.
That's the worst when
if
somebody
I
does
could
that.
actually remember one right now. Give me a second. I don't remember any. So it's like, man,
you know what?
I'm
It's
the
funny,
worst.
Steve-O. You've done that to me on the show before. I'll call you out, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, give me an example," and I'll be like, I mean, I know it's happened. I just can't remember."
Love keeps no record of wrongdoing, so I choose to forget all of your sins. I'm just trying to love you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I'm the worst at it.
Buck used to do it to me all the time.
Yeah, just give me an example. But then the best part was, like, I'm not even joking. I'm just totally like just throwing all my dirty laundry out there. She said something and I was like, I don't like that. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm making a note of it so I remember this when I don't like you next time.
I love it. That's
Why are
so
you keeping
great.
a note? And I'm like, because I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. You know what? I'm just gonna start hitting record on my iPhone so it just records everything throughout the day. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
That's what I should. You know what? I'm gonna start doing that right now. I'm gonna see how fast it drains my battery. Because if I have everything on record, then I can just go back to the tape. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love this. This is great.
Yeah. See, those are called receipts. Alicia said you need to keep the receipt. You keep that receipt so that boom. Oh, I can't wait.
Steve, I would just like you to know that I'm recording our conversation. So that is on record. I'm recording the conversation between Steve-O Jeter and myself.
The date is January 14th, 2019.
Got it on record right now.
Hey, by the way, I just converted a kneeler back to the NFL. They had no idea that that was true, that they changed the rule that you can't kneel.
Oh, so they basically were like, "Oh, I can watch
this
now?"
whole season. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
No
I didn't
way.
know that. I'll watch next season if that's true. You made my morning. My whole deal with not watching was because of the kneeling. So next season, I'll watch if it's true. Yeah, it's true, man. They made a rule.
I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't know.
You can't kneel.
That person must never be online. Like, how did you miss that?
I don't know. They missed a whole football season. It's been a good season, yo.
Yeah. Guys, you can come back.
Come back, guys.
The NFL actually did something
I mean,
about
it makes sense, I guess, if you're like breaking up with somebody, you don't really care. Like, you're not stalking them on Instagram and everything anymore.
That's true.
So,
that's very true.
dude. Anyways.
Here you go. Maroon 5 going to be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show with Outkast, Big Boy, Travis Scott. Was that who it was? Travis Scott?
Yeah, I had to Google him.
Is he a country artist?
Hip hop.
Oh.
That's hilarious. That's what I thought too. Hip hop artist.
Travis Scott
Travis
is a
Scott is a hip hop artist.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Is he a white guy? got to be a white guy. Travis
No.
Scott.
Nope.
He's not?
No.
What?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of want to look him up.
Okay. Jarrell just chimed and said, my daughter's watching the YouTube stream and she looks up to me and she says, what's Steve's hair doing?
What is it doing?
Well, I got a haircut. I mean, I don't know. I thought it looked pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, like 7 people, by the way, are chiming in saying that they had no idea the NFL changed that rule.
I wonder if my brother even knows.
And they want to know what the penalty was if you do kneel. But there is no penalty because you just flat out can't kneel. Like, they just kind of took that away from you.
Yeah, but if somebody... I remember...
It's like a monstrous fine.
Yeah, the whole team gets fined.
Yeah, it's a
and
big deal.
I think the person who kneels actually, like, gets suspended for...
They cut off their ankle.
They're not allowed to knee anymore.
No, it's really weird. I'm not even... Okay, I'll look it up.
Okay.
We'll look it up and we'll help all of the boycotters. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. You can hang out with us. We're live on YouTube. It's Star 88 FM. We'll be right back. Hang out.
As a Christian, you have a hope to share. With more, here's Matt Chandler on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I want to argue that the only way to look at and take very seriously where we fall short is to see what God actually says in the text is true about us. And only then when we see that can we look at the very serious reality that we have fallen short of the glory of God. So I'm not trying to say falling short of the glory of God does not matter. It matters a whole bunch. You need only look to the cross of Jesus Christ and the reality of hell to see how serious God is about sin and falling short of the glory of God. I'm saying that the path to the fullness of life is found not in realizing that you have fallen short alone, but rather how God sees you and how God has asked us to see one another. And the reason I'm saying that is because the you in this text, that you are the salt, you are the light, you is emphatic and restrictive.
That's Matt Chandler on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Ooh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. When I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours. And I believe, what you say of me. I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me.
Lauren Daigle, You Say. It's on Star 88. That's right. She's a beautiful woman right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful young lady.
I mean, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. 6:47.
High today at 44 degrees.
How about some news?
What's going on in the news today?
Washington Post reports President Trump has gone to extraordinary lengths to conceal details of his conversations with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Deadly winter storm stretching from the Midwest to the east. More than a foot of snow in some parts.
A new report by the Centers for Disease Control says the U.S. birth rate is at its lowest level in 3 decades.
Police on the scene of a mall shooting in Utah. Customers wounded and running for cover.
Sarah Thomas became the first woman ever to officiate at an NFL playoff game.
The toll of the shutdown growing even more severe at airports in Miami and Houston. They're closing terminals there because of a TSA shortage.
A couple of great matchups in the NFC and AFC. High-powered Rams, high-powered Saints, a lot of offense. In the AFC, Chiefs, Patriots, second-year star Pat Mahomes against the ageless wonder Tom Brady.
The movie The Upside beat all expectations.
Surprising everyone who thought Aquaman would be #1 for a 4th week in a row. Aquaman crossed $1 billion in international box office this weekend.
I still can't believe you haven't seen Aquaman.
Billion.
Like, you being such a huge nerd when it comes to comic book stuff and you still haven't seen Aquaman is weird to me. I don't get it.
Speaking of being a nerd, remember the Stormy just chimed in with a confession. Steve-O, I'm 24 years old and I did something crazy. I ordered that $800 Millennium Falcon Lego set.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You only live once, bro. YOLO. You only Lego once. That's crazy.
Did you guys buy that?
No. I wish I had that much money to just be like, here we go. We're buying an $800 Lego set, and we're all going to build it together like a family.
Yeah. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Did you, so before the break, you said you were going to look up the, what was it? The
kneeling policy. Yeah.
What did you find out?
Well, I mean, everybody was wanting to protest the NFL last year because of the whole kneeling thing. And it was, they were, hey, here's what's going on. We got an anthem policy, and then it was shelved in July. And all of a sudden it was like, wait, what's going on? So there was a policy freeze, but then teams started getting involved, remember? Mm-hmm. So the league, technically at the time, didn't rule. And so now, who knows?
Are you stalling right now? Because you don't.
I am. Well, that's because remember it happened and they weren't kneeling. But then the NFL chose not to enforce it this season.
Okay.
So they talked about it and they ruled on it, and then they didn't enforce it.
So they didn't enforce it.
Yeah, at least is what this article's saying from way back in September. But I'm like, no, because there hasn't been any kneeling this year, remember?
Yeah,
all the controversy and all that.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, I thought they had a big thing about, all right, if anybody is caught, they're going to fine teams, or maybe they said that they could be fined. They didn't actually follow through with the you will be fined. I think it was like you could be fined.
Yeah, because the players on the field, that's what it is. That's what it is. The players on the field must stand and show respect. So if you're on the field.
Okay.
So players could remain in the locker room if they chose not to, remember?
Okay.
But anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess that's... I don't know. We had a few people chime in and said, I didn't know they changed the policy. I will watch it. How does that make you feel? People that are... Does that make you feel like you should come back or hold your ground? Because like I said, my brother Mike, he hasn't watched since last season.
Well, see, the Miami Dolphins created a team anthem policy, and a lot of teams ended up doing this after the league created a policy. So for the Miami Dolphins, let's say, according to their team policy, if a player kneels during the anthem, they will be suspended or fined.
Okay.
By the club for conduct detrimental to the club.
Ooh.
Yeah. That list also included drug use or possession, gambling, breaking curfew, riding motorcycles as a driver or a passenger. So there's all these rules that are conduct detrimental to the club, and they added kneeling for the anthem as as part of that policy.
Okay.
So teams in turn kind of like took over. So
gotcha.
Yeah. Who knows?
Did you see after Cody Parkey missed that field goal? Do you see, like, all the fans, of course, were freaking out, all the Bears fans?
Yeah.
And so they put together this contest, and it was you could go down, and if you made the same kick that Cody Parker missed, they would like donate $20,000 to like this children's hospital.
Yeah.
And so far, 0 out of 101 people have missed the field goal. Because all of these Bear fans are like, I could have done that. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. How much are we paying you? And they're freaking out.
Dude, that's amazing. They set up goalposts in the street. And they also, by the way, this was done by a brewery out there.
I didn't want to say it, but you did.
Well, no, because why else would the people go down there except for free beer for a year, which is what they were trying to offer
Right.
to anybody who could do it?
Yep.
0 for 101. 0 for 101. I'm so glad that happened. Arlen says he didn't miss a field goal because he didn't miss the field goal.
Yeah, he didn't miss it.
It was tipped by the Eagle defender. And it still hit the upright. Boom! It still hit the post.
There's actually they have video on
oh my gosh,
on
this
Twitter
is the
of
best
these
thing I've ever seen in
of
my
these
life.
fans trying to make the field goal. They totally set
I
it
love
up
how
right in
they
the
set up
street.
the conditions where it's like it's in the snow and this is exactly boom. Oh my gosh.
The guy fell right on his butt.
Incredible.
Yeah, out of 101 fans, 0 made the field goal. Oh my gosh, that's so great. And look at how many people are there watching these guys.
There are hundreds of people. Oh my gosh.
It's so slippery, they're falling.
Yeah.
Is the kicker allowed to wear cleats?
Yeah.
I mean, like, like real cleats, like spikes.
I mean, why wouldn't he be allowed to?
Really?
It's like
You're not
everybody
allowed-
else can wear
Have
cleats.
you ever gotten stepped on?
Yeah, I know, but everybody
Dude.
can wear cleats, but the kicker?
You telling me football players wear cleats?
I
You
mean,
serious? I just thought like a kicker would be the only one allowed. You ever gotten stepped on by a cleat? There's no way they would allow that. Are you kidding me?
cleats have come a long way since we were little, bro.
I don't know, bro. Like how? How could they have gone? What do you mean?
Because they're not like 5-inch metal spikes like they used to be. Trust me.
I just think you should Google that.
My
I don't
son
know.
plays club baseball, bro, and we have turf shoes, and we've got like there's so many different variations now. So it depends.
Wow.
Gosh, I can't believe you're Googling this.
Okay. Shoes.
That's incredible. 0 for 101.
Do NFL players wear metal spikes? Any cleat worn by participants must be an NFL-approved on-field shoe worn by football players. Track spikes, metal spikes, or elements similar to a track spike will not be allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's track spikes. So they still have spikes. It's just different kinds. It's
My
for
question
football.
was, Steve-O, does the kicker get to wear the real track spikes? Because I feel like
Not track spikes,
yeah,
but
dude,
yes, they
you
get
need
to
the
wear
track
cleats.
spikes. You need those cleats. They don't work in those conditions.
Okay.
They won't work. Doesn't work.
Oh man.
Back in my day,
yes,
we used to have metal.
Okay.
Metal spikes. You ever been stepped on by one of those? Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember the first time I wore spikes in track because I was a sprinter, and I didn't realize that if you stopped, like if you're running really fast and then you come to a dead stop, oh boy, you just face plant really fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible, awful, awful. That's me in front of everybody.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I want
right?
to see that.
I'm gonna have to
That's
Google that
incredible.
later.
I'm so glad that they allowed Monday morning quarterbacks to like go out there and
Yeah.
try and kick a field goal
Exactly.
because everyone just lost it. Like,
I could do that.
oh, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Our season ended. Speaking of, the Eagles' season ended in a tragic way, too, yesterday. Alshon Jeffrey, wide receiver. Like, the Eagles are driving down the field to take the lead. Got all the way down there, and then Alshon Jeffrey, it's like the ball is right to him at the 2-minute warning, which I still think they should have waited and just allowed it to hit the 2-minute warning. They didn't need to throw that there. So Foles throws a pass, I don't know if you're watching, and it hits Alshon Jeffrey right in the hands and goes whoop right through him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then why can't I think of the defender's name? I was texting Stefan yesterday about it
Ted
because he
Lawrence.
was like so excited. Yeah. Lattimore. It was Lattimore.
Lattimore, yeah, Lattimore.
Lattimore was in the right place at the right time and just went boop, pick. And that's it. Ball game.
Ball game.
So Alshon Jeffrey, poor guy. I read a report this morning that he was playing with broken ribs.
Oof.
But still, like,
Gosh,
he's going to feel that one forever.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We got to take a quick break. How is your Monday going, Starmy? I feel like I'm starting to wake up a little bit.
Oh, good.
You guys can chime in. 505-338-3700. Phone lines are open. You can also text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
When we come back, I think we need to do a quick PSA on the Bird Box Challenge. Again.
Oh, no, are you serious?
Yeah. Tragic news coming up. Involves the Bird Box Challenge. We'll be right back. Hang out.
This is Ground Wire with John Dunn.
In the blockbuster movie The Matrix, Neo asked Morpheus if his chair was real. In response, the answer came. What is real? How do you define real? Let me ask you an interesting question. Are you real? If someone lived with you for a week, what would they say about their time? If the world sees you as a rebel, is that real or is that an act? If you are perceived as someone that loves God, is that real or a game? Is your image real? Are your convictions real? Is your faith real? Even if you live a complete lie and there's nothing in your life that is real, there is a God that loves you. He is not mad at you, but he wants a relationship. Aggressively, he pursues you, not so he can point out your flaws, but for the purpose of bringing definition and reality to your life. What is real? He is, and so is his love. If you give him some time today, you can experience the God who defines reality in its purest form.
For more, log on to groundwire.net. Groundwire.net. Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The purpose of God's covenant, watch this, is always to expand his kingdom in history. When he made Adam and Eve, he said, he created Adam and Eve. It's a male and female, he created them. And then he said, and let them rule. Let them have dominion. Be fruitful and multiply. Spread my image across the earth. That is, spread my kingdom in history. That the purpose of the covenant is the expansion of the rule of God in history. Most couples never get around to that purpose. They still stuck on happy. And if you get stuck on happy, Satan has got you because he knows how to make you unhappy. He knows just what buttons to push to make you unhappy. Where if you start with covenant, you wind up with happy.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
I can leave my whole world in your hands. Let you hold it together like today was forever. Siempre dice lo mismo que ayer. Nunca me dejarás. Yo no sé de dinero ni mucho de la fama, pero sé que te quiero y sé que tú me amas. Que se escuche en el cielo, lo gritaré con ganas. Que soy tuyo, soy solo tuyo. Oh, 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 oh,
Fernie, I haven't been the same since I met you. I haven't. Life rearranged since I let you. Y'all think Jesus take the wheel is a cliche. In my life, it turns out it was the best move. I'm yours, not concerned with what the rest do. Not at all. I'm sure that's the reason why I'm blessed too. I'm all yours, truly yours, limitless. When God starts, he
yo
finishes.
no sé
How
de
real is this?
dinero ni mucho de la fama, pero sé que te quiero y sé que tú me amas. Que se escuche en el cielo, lo gritaré con ganas. Que soy tuyo, soy solo tuyo. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, I've had some dark nights, the light is still in me. The world could reject me, I know God is with me. I was feeling so empty and love came and filled me. Now everything has changed, you broke the chains that held me. Whoa. I just wanna tell you that I need you. Whoa. I just wanna go where you need me. Whoa. And I know that you'll never leave me. Your love came down through the fire just to reach me. Woo.
I can leave my whole world in your hands. Let you hold it together like today was forever. You told me all you needed was a chance just to show me the way. You opened up the heavens. You took my heart and showed me the way to love you the same way that you love me. I'll scream it from the heavens. I'll even tell the mountains that I'm all yours, that I'm only yours. Oh,
Social Club Misfits on Star 88, 704.
High today at 44 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's going on? Good morning, YouTubers. Hanging out with us live at Star 88 FM. And if you want to check it out, coming up at 8:30, we have another show that Steve-O and I are a part of called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and we interview people in a dry sauna.
I'm excited about this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Launching at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time.
Mm-hmm.
Hour and a half away from our first episode.
On YouTube.
You got to subscribe, and then you can get every episode every week when it drops, and
yeah, it's
pretty cool stuff.
It'll be really cool. And we got to watch the first episode last night, and gosh, shout out to Jordy and Brent. They're the guys behind the scenes,
They're
making
good
us
dudes.
making the show look great,
Mhm.
and gosh, it looks incredible. I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I do have a laundry list of things.
Oh,
that
okay.
I wrote
No,
down.
that's not.
I
Yeah.
wrote down a laundry list of things for Jordy and Brent that they need to change because.
Here's a question.
Overall, it was okay.
What's a laundry list?
A laundry list.
Yeah, I have a laundry list of things.
A laundry list is a
I'm not
list
like
that your spouse gives you Or that's a honey-do list.
Yeah.
It's a honey-do list.
So what's a laundry list?
Okay, laundry, nobody likes to do laundry, so they call it a laundry list because nobody really likes to do any of the things on the list. So it's like, oh, am I right?
I mean, the term laundry list, which currently in our culture means a long list of items or an exhaustive list of things, at one time actually meant something.
Okay.
It means nothing now because a laundry list?
A laundry list.
You want to know where it comes from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Check it out. Back in the day, the term laundry list was actually a list of your laundry. That's because we don't really take all of our clothes to the laundromat / when you go get it dry cleaned or something, you get that laundry list of your things.
Okay.
So I guess that's where it came from? Because, it was actually a list of things that you dropped off at the laundromat. And they would take care of your laundry. And then when they got it back, you would go through your laundry list to make sure you got all your clothes back.
Wow. Okay.
Can we stop using laundry list? It doesn't make any sense in our culture. What's today's laundry list?
I feel like this is something I need to write down in my phone because one day you're going to bring it up and be like, I told you to get rid of laundry list and you're using it again. I'll be like, you never said that. I stopped recording on my phone too.
I'm just saying it's archaic, Anyone else? Just me?
Why does it bother you so much?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't have to make sense.
And we have a laundry list of things to do.
That's the English language, though. Nothing really makes sense in the English language.
What's our modern-day laundry list?
What do you mean? What's our modern-day laundry list?
Like back
things
then,
on
it was
it, or
because you had to make a list at the laundromat.
Yeah.
So nowadays, do we have any lists that we have to write down?
We don't really write it down anymore. We put it in our smartphones. So you could call it a...
Like looking at my notes, my reminders, my to-do list. I have a to-do list of things. No.
Or honey-do list,
Yeah.
Let's face it. The wives are usually the ones that tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Or want you to do, so...
Oh, man.
Do you want me to call it honey-do list
No,
from now
you
on?
don't have to. Because Jared just got me on another one. You say hang up on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Hang up is so archaic because that was from back when
hang
you
up
had those weird hello, yeah, say hello, click. I actually still have one of those.
Really?
Like an old school rotary.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's funny
It's got the two little bells and you hello.
It's funny you brought that up because I found a video recently and this dad, he bought an old rotary phone on Amazon and then he has 2 teenage sons and then he gave them the rotary phone and he's like, all right, how do you use this?
Okay, so go ahead and lift up the box.
So there's the...
You have 4 minutes to dial that phone number.
Oh, yeah. So they have to dial the phone number. They have to figure out how to use it.
With that phone.
Wait, so you have to push it, right?
Kyle, move your butt over. I don't want your butt in the
My
video.
fingers don't...
There you go.
Look. It's all the way from here. Yeah. 7.
So for all you millennials out there that have never used a rotary phone, it's the telephone had this little, almost like a dial. It was that you could put your finger in. It was like little holes. And you had to turn it clockwise all the way around. And then it would go back. It would, after you took your finger out, it would go back.
Yep.
And then you would have to find the number again and put your finger in that hole. And these kids are trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, they have 4 minutes to figure it out.
Oh no, zero's all the way over. How do I restart?
And that's what's funny is they think that they have to pick the phone up after they mess up and pick it up and then, okay, I got to reset the phone. They have no idea. You guys will have to watch the video to find out if they did it or not.
Amazing.
It's really cool.
By the way, people are trying to come up with the modern day laundry list.
Yes.
So, list of passwords. Nowadays, people have their list of passwords. That's an extensive list.
Yep. There's an app for that, too.
How about the grocery store pickup service list? Because you order your groceries and then you have to make sure it's all there when they bring it to your car.
Good call.
So I have a grocery store pickup service list. Man, it's just Somebody said modern day laundry list is your item inventory menu in video games. Somebody else said I'm such a hipster with my old rotary phone. It's not even rotary. I said rotary, and then I realized rotary was like it's not rotary. It's like an original phone. I don't know what those are called. It was my dad's because he collected
that
old
you talked
things.
into, like the
yeah, like you pick the thing up off of the side and you put it to your ear, and it's like hello.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
What
It's like
called?
this wooden box, and there's like 2 bells on top, and that's where it would ring, and you have to like. There's a little turn handle on the side.
Yeah,
I don't even know what like a crank phone is. That I don't remember what it's called.
Looking it up right now.
It's literally like. I'm trying to explain this thing that I own, and I don't even know how. It was my father's. It's like an old, that thing. That's what it looks like. Has the little thing on the side, and you pull it down. Hello? Hello, yeah, sir? Operator? Get me number 42, please.
Yeah. Here on Wikipedia, they just call it a telephone.
It's called a telephone. Somebody says, hey, I'm a millennial, and I've totally used a rotary phone. My parents had one in the early 90s.
Yeah, it's just called a wall telephone.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah.
From like the early 1900s.
That's really cool.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is one thing that I've been like going over now that I'm like older. I inherited a lot of my dad's stuff when he passed away, and I've carried it to this day. But like that. It's like an early 1900s telephone.
See, I think that would be cool to put on display out in the house somewhere.
You know how heavy that is? I wanted to put it on the wall somewhere, and then I tried lifting it, and that thing weighs like 150 pounds.
That makes sense.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's so heavy.
Huh.
But then I'm looking at it all going, we've moved like 3 times, 4 times, you know what I mean, since I was younger, and I've moved all this stuff with me, and it's just junk. Like, it's not junk, but it's like I have a bunch of old like World War II, like I have a couple different pilot helmets from World War II.
Put those things on display, man.
Including like the fighter pilot goggles, everything, because my dad was a collector of like memorabilia.
Those are called conversational pieces that you could have at your house.
I think that's why I sold my Star Wars collection. Because I had collected all of these Star Wars toys from childhood, and I sold the entire collection because I was like, someday when I die, I don't want my kids to have all of these boxes of toys. Like, man, Dad really collected a lot of junk.
Right. Yeah. But that's history, though, man.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like if you got rid of it, I think, first off, you should put some of those pieces on display at your house because they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think if you got rid of them, I think you'd be pretty bummed.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of things I got rid of that I wish I would have held on to.
Yeah,
especially from your dad.
Somebody said, speaking of why the laundry list or whatever, why did everyone talk like that back in the 1900s? Hello, see? Yeah, operator?
Here's what happened. One guy talked like that.
Yeah.
And then everybody else was like, well, he talks like that. I think I need to talk like that too.
And they just mimicked it.
You know, that's what happened.
Hello,
that has to be.
Hello, say. Can we do a whole show like that?
Yes, yes we can. Yeah.
Because you listen to old early radio, and that's how everybody talked.
Well, everybody puked. And the reason why everybody puked is
true.
because I did the same thing when I got into radio. Was the person I learned under was this woman who did news, but she had a very pukey voice.
Yeah.
So I had a pukey voice.
So for those that have no idea what he's saying, because you're like, well, everybody puked. That's like radio terminology for the people that talk like, well, like they're throwing up.
All right, everybody. All right, coming up at 7 o'clock.
That's called a puker.
It's a puker. Yeah, that's right, everybody.
And so
that's the puker voice on radio.
The guy I learned from, he was a total puker, and I don't think I ever puked.
Oh.
I don't think I ever talked like that. I don't know. I say that now. If I went back, I'm sure I'd be like, all right, hey.
All right, everybody.
M88, Steve-O, hey, everybody.
See, I didn't think I did that until I went back recently and listened to some of my old air checks. I'm going, oh my gosh, why was I trying to be like that? But then it makes sense because even when I worked at the Edge, a lot of the new people that would get like an on-air shift, they would copy what the other on-air people were doing. So they sounded all alike.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know how to do radio and you think you have to just be like everybody else. I bet you that's what it was. I bet you that one guy talked like that and then they just followed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because a lot of times we meet people in radio who go, oh man, you guys are doing an amazing show. I wish we could do a show like that. And then I say, well, why can't you? Why can't you just talk like a normal human being? You know, why don't you just be real? And it's like, yeah, that's great. All right, it's 98.5. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah. I thought they just meant we could talk about things that you guys talk about.
Maybe.
I mean, I think it's more of, maybe it's both.
Like, I hate watching the news because everybody's got newscaster voice. I would love, could you imagine if we got to do like the nightly news?
Yeah, we would.
Dope that would be.
If we got hired on as news reporters, we get fired the first day.
What?
There's a reason why they keep them on script, Steve.
No
Because the
way,
minute they
dude.
go off script, you get viral videos.
Yeah, I guess.
And people get, it's like the Martin Luther King Jr. Did you see the latest?
No.
I can't say it on the air, but it was, I don't think he meant to do it, but he
Of
said
course
a
not.
racist comment
Oh.
with Martin Luther King Jr., but he didn't say coon. He said something else.
Yeah.
Or king. I just said
See?
it.
Just,
See, I just did it. See, I would have gotten fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they fired that guy.
Well, yeah.
They fired that guy, and it was, seriously, he was, you know how you read ahead in your
Yeah, oh, yeah.
mind?
Yeah.
And so the junior part,
Oh, man.
you know, like he just put and so he said
Yeah.
a racist term, and it happened to be Martin Luther King Jr., you know, that's who he was talking about. And so he got fired. And poor guy went on Facebook and apologized. He's like, I swear I didn't mean it. Guy will probably never work in news again because he messed up.
Gosh.
Yeah. We
Okay.
wouldn't last a day.
Yeah, but
We do that news thing all the time
maybe
down.
we're just in the minority, or maybe, I don't know. I kind of feel like there's a culture swing because I would love for more people to be authentic. I was watching this weekend a video, and I don't know how recent it was. Somebody posted this, and I was like, this is everything I've ever needed. And it was like, hey, let's make the NHL less boring.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Snoop, like Snoop Dogg, Snoop-a-Loop, was in the booth doing the play-by-play.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was really Snoop, and he was really in there, and he was with an actual like announcer, and he was doing the play-by-play, and it was so hilarious.
Wow.
Because he was just being like how any everyday dude watching sports would be. And I'm like, I would watch sports like that all day long.
Right?
We need a sports show where we just talk for real. Because everybody thinks that they're pros, and come on.
See, this is what happens when you don't have
Don't
a
you do
trained
it.
professional.
Don't you
Did you
do it.
see this one?
No, I don't know.
This
No.
one, this reporter was going on, and she was doing a story about this cop who I think she was killed in the line of and like she got killed on duty, and so she couldn't pronounce the name.
Hundreds gathered today to say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Megadoodoo.
She didn't know how to pronounce. I mean, yeah, go ahead. You try and say her name. Deidre Mengadotu. I don't know.
How did she get doo-doo out of that last name? That's my question.
Man, I
Today
can't.
to say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Megadoodoo.
Yeah, she's got fired, I'm sure. You know?
This is why
That's
you
why we
pre-read.
would never,
Listen,
ever.
We do a news bit here called Midweek Update for Bible from 30,000 Feet, and they give us the scripts ahead of time because some of the things, especially in Scripture, are ginormous words. Like, and I love it because they're always like these huge Hebrew names, and you just can't.
Oh, I destroy them. I don't even try. I'm not even going to try. So I just try to just try to have fun with it. But
that's the thing.
if you're
like,
a
if you're an
serious local
anchor-
news person, you have to. But that's the thing. If I was a serious local news reporter, I would probably pre-read everything
That's what I'm
and
saying.
would freak out over. I got to make sure I pronounce this, especially this fallen officer who
Yeah.
you are paying tribute to, and you called
You
her
ask
that.
someone how you pronounce the name, and then you have it phonetically placed into your prompter. Seriously.
She just went for it.
Because, I mean, you and I, we normally MC opening day ceremonies for Little League, and we're like announcing all these names. And there have been so many years where we're like running around ahead of time going, how do you pronounce this? Hey, whose name is this? How do you say this name? So we don't look like idiots.
Well, honestly, though, as radio guys, that's our job is to look like idiots. when you're a news reporter, you're supposed to be all serious, and you're supposed to give the news, and it's got to be real.
Yeah.
No fake news here. That's what they pride themselves on.
Somebody says, we're talking, wanting to have like the buddy, the real life sports guy. And somebody said, like Tony Romo. And then they've got like the emoji of their hand in their face. I love Tony Romo. I think that's why, because he's so like amped on everything and just real. And I'm like, I think he's my all-time favorite commentator ever.
CBS 2's Serene Branson is live at the Staples Center with highlights and backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very, very heavy rotation tonight. We had a very Darrison by, let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the head of the pit.
It's not funny, man. It's not funny, bro. Wasn't she having like a stroke or something? You're the worst of humanity. That was a news anchor.
I don't think she had a
That
stroke.
wasn't. She did. They're not an anchor. That's a reporter, right? The anchors are in the studio and the reporters are on the scene.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, you're the worst.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure on these anchors and reporters out there.
Didn't somebody like call into the news station that saw her responding that way, and that's how she like got saved because they were like, she's having a stroke.
She's having a stroke.
Meanwhile, you're like recording it for Instagram. And
a very, very heavy rotation tonight. We had a very Darrison by, let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the head of the pit.
Okay, the reason I am playing it because she's totally fine, guys. If she wasn't fine, I would never have played that or laughed.
Because
she's
there are
fine.
those that record it for Instagram, and there are those that call 911 because they recognize she was having a stroke.
Yeah.
God bless the second half and the first half, because without you, we wouldn't have that audio. We need both. We need both. Okay.
We need
so,
both.
which one of us is going to be the Instagram recorder, and which one of us is calling 911?
I know,
we need to
right?
establish that right now, because we can't both bust our phones out and start laughing.
It don't seem like no accident to me. You don't need no rocket scientist to figure that out. I mean, I ain't with no CSI or nothing, but I watch CSI.
Yep. I love it. I think it would be a great job. I would like to just take a job like that just to see how long I would last. You know?
Dude, well, yeah. See, we'd have to do this together because somebody just, quote, Dex, the oldest man, Mel Tupalaskana, Steve-O, or Methuselah, Dex, that's what I said. Those are real quotes from our news show.
Exactly. Yep. So good.
Let's do it, man. You and I, we could totally be news anchors. You want to go see if like one of the local channels will let us just anchor it, even just for a night?
Right.
We can do this.
And then the 4th of July. Here's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Okay.
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
You got to look out for feral children this time. They come out, you know what I mean?
You know, that would be me. That would be me. I'd be out on the streets, and I would be like, oh, that's a cute kid. Let's get him on camera. Let's talk to him about the weather. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be me. And then I'd get that little brat, and then I'd end up like smacking the kid or something, and then I'd get thrown in jail.
And then the 4th of July. Here's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Oh, man.
Where are your parents?
Where are your parents?
Where are your parents?
Where are your parents?
That's not very nice. You respect your elders.
You know he wanted to say something that he couldn't have said because he was like, all right, back to you.
Back to you. Cut away now.
Oh, my gosh. That's so great.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's take a quick break. Oh, my gosh. They announced Celebrity Big Brother cast.
Dude,
Oh!
No. Okay,
Oh,
I'm so
man.
glad you're bringing this up because I saw this yesterday while watching football, and I'm going, man.
Did you see who they got?
They are redefining the term celebrity.
Guys, this is probably going to be... I saw a few of the names,
man.
but I haven't seen all of them yet, and I'm a fan of Big Brother, and...
Celebrity Big Brother.
Celebrity...
Featuring Dex from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
You know I'm going to make it on there someday.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna.
Because if they are celebrities, we are celebrities, my friend.
Okay, we'll go over the list when we come back, because I feel like this is a pretty good celebrity cast this season. Yeah, I do. I really do.
Sure.
And it's going to be a train wreck. It's going to be a train wreck. All right, we got to take a break, guys. We'll be right back. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 studio.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
So here's the thing. Whatever you're searching for, you're going to stare at and see more of. And so your perspective can become skewed. Now, Greenland seems bigger than it really is. But when we calibrate our hearts properly towards the dawn, well, what happens? Two things happen. Number one, we always remember we've been forgiven. We always remember we've been forgiven. What do you mean? I mean, what David said. He said, look at this. As far as the is from the west. I watch the sunrise. Oh, that's right. I've been forgiven. Oh, that's right. That's not who I am anymore. Oh, that's right. I've been given a brand new start and a brand new heart. I've been given a future. That's not, what am I even doing here? I've been forgiven. Now my perspective changes. So he's removed us from our transgressions.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. A Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
From a personal perspective, this is the reason I do everything that I do. I love Jesus Christ. I love him with all of my heart. I am unashamed to say that I love God and Jesus Christ with all that I am. And if he never did anything else for me, I owe him the rest of my life. And I'm not embarrassed by that fact. I don't think it's wimpy. I think the fact is that God made me to love me, and I was made to love him, and I do. And everything I do because I love Jesus Christ. I'm not paid to pastor this church. You know, as I've said before, the staff is paid, but they're paid to be good. I'm good for nothing. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you decided what you're going to love most of all in life?
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
On the nights when the dark lasts a little bit longer, when the wind and the storm is a little bit stronger, when the fear in my heart digs a little bit deeper, and when my faith to stand gets a little bit weaker, where could I run to? Where could I go? Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me even then. When the days up ahead look a little bit brighter, but the grip of the past holds a little bit tighter, I'm reminded your grace never asks for perfection. Oh, I'm restored 'cause I'm yours and I stand forgiven. Yeah. Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. Whoa. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of the night, I know no matter how it ends, you're
Micah Tyler, even then. It's Star 88, 7:30.
High today of 44 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah, it is. Good morning. Welcome to it. You guys can give us a call, 505-338-3700. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. It's 505-585-5483.
People are saying it could be about time for another one. The decision... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm online. That decision will be made at 10. We're live in Columbus Circle. Pix 11 News.
People are crazy.
Being a reporter out on the streets...
Because you never know.
It's got to be the worst job ever.
Hi there. You've been cleaning up your basement, and we're cleaning up the backyard here, it looks like. It's a little loud out here this afternoon.
Tell him to turn off the blower.
All right. Good afternoon for any activities you may taking care of this afternoon outside.
Yeah.
Those leaf
You know
blowers
they
have
do
no
that on
respect.
purpose.
No, they don't have any respect.
What?
Andrew and I were trying to play basketball the other day outside here on campus.
Uh-huh.
And guess who showed up?
The
leaf blower guy. And guess who didn't care that we were having a conversation? The leaf blower guy. Thank you. Guess who didn't shut it off?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
15 degrees in Melbourne, a shower or two today, a top of 19 at 3 o'clock. Gaddafi has urged his supporters not to believe the lies he says are being told about what's happening.
What do you do when you're doing the news and you get the hiccups?
In their country, speaking in front of supporters at a ceremony to mark 34 years of his country's people power style of government. A Libyan warplane has bombed an area near an ongoing clash between pro and anti-Gaddafi rebels. 4 toddlers have had a miracle survival after...
You just keep going.
...for a car crashed through a cubby house at a Maui childcare centre. They were playing when a car ploughed into them shortly before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Strong winds have hampered the recovery effort in Christchurch, stirring up dust, debris, including corrugated iron.
Yes.
Superintendent Dave Cliff says families of those still missing have been able to tour the devastated area. The founder of a men's club known as the Brotherhood says he's just an honest former policeman turned businessman. John Moncrief denies anything sinister about the group. Police Chief Simon Overland says he's deeply concerned about the group's activities. John Moncrief says he has nothing to hide and welcomes the Ombudsman's investigation. In other news, the Greens are calling for a ban on semi-automatic handguns, and gunmen have shot the only Christian minister in Pakistan's government. The minister had been an opponent of a controversial Islamic blasphemy law.
Do you think everybody in the newsroom was just dying laughing?
No, because
or do you think they were all worried, like, oh my gosh, what do we do?
No, I would have been trying to hold it together because she's doing such an incredible job and I wouldn't want to distract her. But as soon as we went off air, I would have been crying.
Pies are set to make a string of changes for Saturday's NAB Cup semi-final. Collingwood semi-final coach Mark Neild says Dane Swan will back up after playing his first game for the year last week. Eccleston says the most exciting Grand Prix are in the wet, says the city would do well to keep the race.
Oh man, I love it. Why couldn't she have just been like, okay, can I have a glass of water for a second and just taking a drink of water?
She's in the middle of the news.
Why do you have to just keep going?
You got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
Got to push through.
You got to push through.
You know who that reminds me of? Here, Nate. He'll get those like
carbonated.
It's just like because he's like
belches,
drinking kind of like sodas or what. But
he
talking
does.
And he gets those.
He goes,
and he'll just keep going. And I'm like, all right, cool, man, push through.
Yeah,
you do you. It's good, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's so funny.
Whew. I don't think I've ever gotten the hiccups on air. That's unfortunate.
I don't know if I have either. I think I had a sneezing fit one time. I couldn't stop sneezing.
I've had laughing fits where I just couldn't recover, but I don't think I've ever had hiccups like that. Those were incredible.
And getting the hiccups and not being able to get rid of them is the worst thing ever. Worst thing. What works for me, that doesn't work for everybody, but I'll do a scoop full of peanut butter Like just a spoon?
Where do you find like what if we were
I'm
on
always
air?
well, that's the thing. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Can someone give me a scoop of peanut butter stat?
Every time I've had the hiccups, I've always been at home. So always a scoop of peanut butter works. Or just I chug a glass of water as fast as I can. That usually knocks it out. Sometimes it doesn't. Then I'm like 3 glasses down. I'm like, oh, I can't drink any more water. So or in the middle of the night when you have hiccups.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hate it. Shout out to her though.
Yeah. She powered through like
she
a
really
champion.
did, man. She really did.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited for the Celebrity Big Brother.
I can't believe
cast.
you, man. They showed this yesterday during I can't remember if it was during football or during the award show I was forced to watch last night.
So wait, you saw who the contestants were going to be this year, and you were like, those aren't celebrities.
Yeah, I can't remember. Honestly, it was either during the football game yesterday or it was during the Critics' Choice Awards last night because Chrissy is a sucker for all award shows. And it came on, and I just started laughing.
Okay, what in your opinion is considered a celebrity that you would be okay with being on a show like this? Like what
They
level?
are definitely celebrities if you are above the age of 40. I remember Joey Lawrence from Blossom circa 1980 something.
Yes.
Kato Kalin.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. From the O.J. Simpson
Yes.
trial.
Yes.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember from the commercial.
All right, let me give you a few because I have the
can't
whole
even
list here.
remember.
And
I
I'm
can't
really
even-
excited. I'm excited, and I think this is the best one they've ever got.
But I saw the commercial last night, and I was like, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Yeah, Joey Lawrence. Has he done anything since Blossom? Did he ever? I think he had a couple other shows.
He got older?
No, he had a couple other shows, I think.
He
might still have a show out there. Okay, Ryan Lochte, which you know is going to be awesome.
That's right.
Come on.
Lochte's on there.
Lochte's on there.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, everybody's going, dude, Blossom was 90s, bro. It was 90 to 95. It was the beginning of the 90s. My bad.
Yeah, Ryan Lochte had that guy was gold when the Olympics were going.
These are my shoes that I designed from top to the very sole to the very top to the bottom laces.
The guy had his own reality show. I might still be on.
I don't even remember what I got at the Olympics.
He's going to be on Celebrity Big Brother. Yeah. Okay, I'm in. You had me at Ryan Lochte. But let's move on. Let's see who else is joining the cast.
Okay.
Comedian Tom Green.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Known for his Tom Green show and at one time husband number 4 of Drew Barrymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right?
And he's used to, like, his whole comedy stuff is making people feel uncomfortable. So perfect. You're locked in a house with Tom Green.
I apologize. Number 2. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Drew. In case she's listening, I just want to make sure.
I know.
Yeah, 2.
All right.
2. She's only been married 3 times.
You know this person because you're a big fan of the WWE. She was a former wrestler, Natalie Eva Marie. Huh?
Google's Natalie
Huh?
Eva Marie.
Here, I'll pull it up right here, buddy. I got it right here. Come on now. You remember her. Yeah. No? Okay.
No.
She was a WWE
She went as
superstar.
Oh, she was Eva Marie.
Eva Marie in 2013. She signed a contract.
Yeah.
She'll be in the house. All right. This is somebody you'll know. This is a big celebrity. Former NFL running back, Ricky Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, he played in the NFL.
How about former Olympic track athlete and bobsledder, Lolo Jones? I don't know who Lolo Jones is, but he's a former Olympic track athlete and bobsledder.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's cool, too.
Oh, that's what I meant. All right. How about Tamar Braxton? You know, Tony Braxton's daughter.
Sister.
Oh, darn it. She looked so young. Looked so young. Yep.
Tony Braxton's sister.
Yes.
And also on Celebrity Big Brother, Tony Braxton sister.
Okay, that's a big deal though, okay? Tamar Braxton.
I guess it's just hard because a few of them have already been on reality TV shows, right? Like other celebrity shows.
Like Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, I feel like this has been done.
Well. All right, there's one huge celebrity, in my opinion, that I am probably the most excited about. Guys, Caitlyn Jenner is going to be in the Big Brother celebrity house. Caitlyn Jenner! Caitlyn Jenner!
That's actually not true.
Darn it, it's not true.
That was rumored. And
darn it, it's not true.
They dispelled it with their trailer yesterday.
I wanted it to be true so bad. I actually convinced myself that it was true, and now Steve-O's telling me it's not true.
That's because now she'd have to be on Celebrity Big Sister. Am I right?
Okay.
Am I right?
Ow.
Sorry. Yeah, no, she's not. Actually, she's not. They're not. They will not be making an appearance.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty bummed because also rumored was Lindsay Lohan's mom, Dina Lohan. She was supposed to be on it.
Gosh. Also, Lindsay Lohan's mom. That's what I'm saying. Like, these shows.
Okay, fine.
It's like they have run out.
Well, I mean, think about it, though. I mean, it's not easy to get a bunch of celebrities in a house for, I think they do it for a month or something, the celebrity one. When they just do a regular Big Brother, it's like 2 months that they live in a house. So to get celebrities to stop what they're doing, not that they are out doing anything really, but,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm a fan of Big Brother, guys.
I'm interested. I agree with Thebes. He said Tom Green is going to make the show, man. Like, he's
I hope
an
so.
interesting person.
But I've watched I watched last season of Celebrity Big Brother, and I was kind of
weird
I was
to me.
kind of disappointed because you think, oh my gosh, this person's going to be great. They're going to cause a lot of drama,
And they were like super chill.
and they were like really
normal.
cool, and they didn't cause any drama. They were really laid back. So I don't know, man. You know who was on last season was Chuck Liddell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell was on last season.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of I can't really remember exactly who was on last season, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'll watch. I'm really excited for Tamar Braxton. I'm a big fan of hers. You know, I mean, she's following in her sister's footsteps as a singer.
Yeah,
nobody's ever really heard. I don't know. All right, we got to take another break, guys. Just another quick one, if we can. Just a quick one. You guys can hang out with us on YouTube. Hey, don't forget, we have our YouTube show, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. That's launching today.
Less than an hour, guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to go subscribe, just Don't Sweat the Small Stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
And
YouTube.com/Don't Sweat the Small Stuff TV.
we interview celebrities, okay? Dude,
But actual
Patrick
celebrities.
Patrick
Yeah.
should be on Celebrity Big Brother. He'd be a perfect one.
He's way too cool for that.
Yeah, he is pretty cool.
He's way too. He doesn't need it.
Nah.
That's what I think. I think a lot of it. It's like, man, I feel irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think sometimes we lose our identity a little, and it's like, I need this.
I need to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough, man.
That would be tough.
All right. Yeah, so we talked to Howard Hamlin, you know, Better Call Saul. He's our first guest. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. So that show, episode 1, season 1 kicks off here at 8:30 on YouTube. You guys can go subscribe. All right, we'll be right back. Hang out with us.
Jesus is our king, but do you treat him like royalty? Here's Tim Keller on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
You will find a king. You will find a white knight. You will find a savior. You've got to. It's in your blood. King Arthur, Robin Hood, good King Richard, a Democrat in the White House, or somebody you're sure with someday comes along and sweeps you off your feet romantically, and someone who will save you. You need a king. And if you don't find the real king, you're going to create a false king, and it's going to poison your life. My dear friends, your physical nature will be served. If you deny your physical nature food, it will gobble poison eventually. It'll eat anything. And if you deny your spiritual nature, the king that it needs, it will gobble something. It'll gobble poison, but it will gobble.
That's the PowerPoint with Tim Keller on Star 88.
Some days you feel like you're so far, and hope is a light in the dark. 'Cause all you see is your mistakes, but he sees you in a different way. There's never been a day that you've gone too far, when everything around you could fall apart. No, you don't have to be stronger than you are. He wants your heart. You can come just as you are. You can come. I know it's hard not to fake it, but perfection is a myth in the distance. It's not about the things you do. You're already the perfect you. There's never been a day that you've gone too far, when everything around you could fall apart. No, you don't have to be stronger than you are. He wants your heart. You can come just as you are. You can come just as you You can come. You can see the road ahead, and nothing else makes perfect sense. It doesn't matter what you did. You can come just as you are. There's never been a day that you've gone too far. Yeah. No, you don't have to be stronger than you are. He wants your heart. You can come just as never been a day that you've gone too far, when everything around you could fall apart. No, you don't have to be stronger than you are. He wants your heart. You can come just as you are. You can come just as you You can come just as
Joel Vaughn, as you are. It's on Star 88. 7:49.
High today of 44 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
That's right. Good morning.
Yo.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Welcome to it. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend out there. Enjoyed the snow. Yeah, this isn't typical for Albuquerque to get dumped on like we have.
Right?
So it's kind of a treat. What a treat. What a treat.
Such a treat.
You guys can hang out with us. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM. You can watch the show. Shout out to everybody joining us. Jarrett, good morning. Paul, Rosalind, Pat, Cruz, Alicia, good morning. Ryan, love you guys. How was everybody's weekend? Did you guys work out? Did you watch football? What'd you guys do? Did you binge watch anything? I've been trying to rush through my binge watching on Netflix since I heard last week that Netflix is cracking down
hard, bro,
on the password sharing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just trying to scare us, man. I don't think they're really going to do it.
Okay. We'll have fun with that. It'll work
I have
out
to log
well.
in like every 10 minutes. Am I still on? Okay, I'm good. All right. I got to get through the Last Kingdom. I have to. If you guys like Vikings and swords, then you'd like the Last Kingdom. It's pretty good. I call it filler. It's a filler show to kind of, get you through until the next big show that you want to see.
Okay.
A lot of people saying like The Punisher, because that's coming out pretty quick. So that like The Last Kingdom would be a filler show.
Yeah.
Got to have something to watch while you're waiting for those big ones to come out. And I always say rule of thumb is give it more than one episode if you start a new series. My rule is I give it 3 because a lot of shows, the first episode's terrible. You notice that? I feel like if you do a TV series, you have to go big on your first episode to get people hooked. And sometimes they don't.
It's because there's so much out there.
So much out there.
The market is so saturated.
It is getting very saturated.
That's why we're launching with Patrick Fabian, because he's
see, I don't know. But now, hold on a second. I was thinking about this. Is it our best interview? I think we should have gone with our best interview, because what if a lot of people jump in on this and they watched, and he was a great interview. Yeah. Patrick Fabian was great. It was a great interview. Was it our best?
I think they keep getting better and better as we grow.
Exactly. They keep getting better and better.
They really do. Because I think our last one, and people would go, like, unless you're in a particular industry, some would go, "Who's that?" And then once you get through the interview, it's like, dang, that was one of the best conversations we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because if you're gonna watch our new show on YouTube, which launches at 8:30 this morning, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. We do this teaser for next week's episode. And I even know the story because I was in the sauna, but I was sitting there going, "Oh man, I can't wait for next week.
Yeah,
this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
this is gonna be so great."
Same. The teaser for next week, I was like, "Gosh, I want to watch that one now."
Wait till you guys find out. You got to watch the episode to find out who we interview next week. But the little teaser for it was like, "Oh man, so great." I'm an instant fan to the show already, and I'm in the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Huge fan of you, Dex.
You know what? You're okay.
Huge fan.
You're all right. Just kidding. Of course you're great.
Okay.
And Patrick Fabian was great.
Guys, we have like a chimichanga moment in this first episode.
We did?
Yeah.
We had a chimichanga moment?
Oh, totally.
What? When?
I can't say.
I don't remember.
You ask a really interesting question.
I did?
Yeah.
Huh.
Man.
I got to go back and watch it at 8:30. We're going to go live, and we're going to play the whole episode at 8:30 on the air. It's fun. But going back to what we were talking about, I don't know if we should have led with the Patrick Fabian as the first episode.
It's too late, bro.
It is too late.
We voted.
It's not too late. We
all voted.
We could get. We've already said who it was, so I guess we can.
And we voted.
Yeah, but what if people are like?
Episode.
Because I sent the link to a couple people last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to watch this and give me some feedback. And the feedback was great, but there was a few things, like somebody said, it felt a little long. And to me, that's like, oh no, you weren't.
What?
The conversation wasn't good enough for you to.
Okay.
And now I'm wondering if they even watched the whole episode.
Man, you're selling it so hard right now.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, not everybody's going to like it, is the thing.
Duh.
Right. Don't say duh to me.
Duh. Welcome to our culture. I'm trying to learn that not everybody's going to like us.
Yeah.
This show. Some people love what we do, and then some are like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this song.
Yeah, my question is,
Lauren Bagel?
when I'm close to somebody, when I have a friend, and they go, "Yeah, I was listening to these podcasts over the weekend," and I'm like, "Do you listen to my podcast?" And they go, "No." You know how that makes me feel? It makes me feel like I'm really not. I'm not good enough.
No, stop it.
For them to hit subscribe on iTunes or YouTube. Well, whatever. That's the thing.
Man, guys, youtube.com/Don't Sweat the Small Stuff TV. Please get there and subscribe so that Dex feels better about who he is. It's fine. I think it's going to be amazing.
Okay. Now take that comment back, because if anybody's worried, it's you. I told you from the get-go that this show would not take off.
I know, it's true.
It's not going to take off.
Okay.
You think it will.
I think it's fantastic.
I don't think it will. There's no way. It's so funny because in our text group that we have with Jordy and Brent, like Steve-O and Brent and Jordy were texting like, "Oh guys, I can't wait!
Oh, it's exciting.
Just pray that this show would
Dex
take
is
off."
a Debbie Downer. He's a Dexy Downer.
I was. It was a joke. All right, I texted everybody just so I could. I knew Jordy would probably freak out because I was like, "Oh man, I can't believe you idiots actually bought a sauna. This show's gonna bomb so hard," is what I said. Yeah, and
then he goes, and then we're all like, man, the episode was fantastic because we all got the link privately so we could all watch it together and discuss it. And Dex goes, I don't ever watch my own work. I'm like, oh my gosh. Who invited this prima donna? And why is it not me?
It was funny. I guess my humor
it was
falls
hilarious.
flat. It
I
falls
was
flat.
in tears, man.
Because I thought it was funny, and I even
It was really funny.
screenshot it and sent it to somebody, and they didn't think it was funny.
You got to recognize everybody we work with, they're younger, so they have way more sensitive feelings than we do. We're old and jaded, man.
That's so funny. I wanted to be like, because you always hear the big actors, and when they're getting interviewed, they're like, so have you had a chance to watch the movie? And they're like, I never watch any of my stuff. And that's weird, right? Because if you were like in a huge movie and that you've never even watched yourself in a movie, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Oh, heck yeah, that's weird.
Why do they do that?
I don't know.
Do you think they do and they just want to be like,
I don't watch my work.
Exactly.
Because for me, I never listened to our show, but you were the one that encouraged me to like, hey man, what can we improve upon?
Well, that's the only reason why you do it.
You listen to other podcasts, but then you also listen to the Morning Invasion. And every time I do, I go, I interrupted here too much, or I use this too much, or it makes me like want to be better.
I bet you that's why a lot of celebrities don't do it.
Because they think they're at the top of the world?
Because they think they're great anyways, and they don't want to watch themselves because they probably would pick themselves apart.
Maybe.
They'd probably feel...
I have a hard time listening to our show. Mm-hmm. I really do, because I constantly am writing down negatives or things that I could do
when I was watching Don't Sweat the Small Stuff last night, I was freaking out over the way I talked, and I said like about 50 times.
And I was constantly going, yes, and I'm like, stop it. I was yelling at me the whole time, so.
Well, you need to watch yourself, dude.
Yeah, I wrote that. I literally wrote that down last night watching the episode. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Perfect. All right.
Yep. All right. Well, if you guys want to watch the first episode, it kicks off at 8:30 on YouTube. Don't sweat the small stuff.
And we're not, Dex. We're not.
We're not what?
Sweating the small stuff.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Man, because we're going to get canceled. Season 1 will get canceled if we don't do good, man. The Season 1, the ratings don't... The ratings are terrible.
If we don't have 25 million, like, Bird Box numbers, bro, it's going bad. Yeah. Please subscribe.
All right. I got to get to that Bird Box challenge news coming up.
Yes. Can we please talk about this?
All right. We'll do it when we come back. Hang out.
Whenever there's a crisis or tragedy, it is common to say, our thoughts and prayers are with you. But listen to this.
It's now become vogue to say, we don't want your thoughts and prayers. You heard that? That's not enough. You know, what they're saying is, don't just tell us you're going to pray for us and think about us. Do something about it.
Skip is rolling now.
There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's everything right with that. That doesn't mean you stop and you do not act.
Hotspot. Access Skip's full teaching library at connectwithskip.com.
Because when you think and you pray, you're probably next going to be moved into action, or you should.
Subscribe to the Skip Heitzig podcast on your mobile device. Parting word. Prayer should be the first action.
It's the first action. Because we're engaging God in the process. You can always do more than pray after you've prayed, but you can never do more than pray until you pray.
Hotspot.
Tony Evans. This is a Stardy 8 Supernova.
The Lord says in 1 Corinthians 11:3, every man is under Christ. It says Christ is under God. Every man is under Christ. A woman is under a man. And children are under parents. There's an order. You break the order, you jack up the covenant. Once you mess with that order and start flipping and tweaking and doing all that stuff, the covenant disintegrates in its effectiveness. There was a chain of command. Thirdly, there were rules, governing guidelines, things that you were responsible for. Here are the 2 rules. These are the only 2 rules. You get these 2 rules, you get every other rule falls under these 2 rules. Love and respect. It says a man is supposed to love, it says a woman is supposed to hold in high esteem, respect. He's supposed to massage her heart, she's supposed to massage his head.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. A soundtrack for your soul. This is Star 88 on KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and Star88.fm.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we are made of blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after their face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving. You know, cover girls eat nothing. She says beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit of hunger? I can go a little while longer. She fades away. She don't see her perfect. She don't understand she's worth it. All that beauty goes deeper than the surface. So to all the girls that's hurting, let me be your mirror. Help you see a little bit clearer. The light that shines within. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. No better you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we live in. No better time for you shine, you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, still you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Alicia Cara, Scars to You're Beautiful. It's on Star 88, 805.
High today at 44 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion.
Phone lines are open if you'd like to give us a call. 505-338-3700. Call us. Say hi. Chime in. You can also text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
That's right, everybody. That's right. Send us a text if you'd like. Just don't text and drive, right? That's something that we need to get better at. No texting and driving. Please, guys, don't do it. Too many accidents. Speaking of accidents, we need to talk about this because this is getting so ridiculous. Bird Box Challenge. Okay, so for those that don't know about the movie Bird Box, it's this movie that came out on Netflix that everybody's just freaking out over. It's trending, and it seems like you either love it or hate it. And the whole concept of the movie is that there's these monsters or demons that kind of take over the world, and if you look at them with your eyes, then you basically want to die, or you die, or it kind of consumes you is what it does. This evil consumes you. So people wear blindfolds. They found that they got to wear blindfolds if they're going to leave the house. And so after the movie launched, they came up with the Bird Box Challenge, where all of these people were putting blindfolds on and trying to do everyday life.
Right.
Because there's a scene in the movie where they get into a car and they try to drive a car blindfolded, only using GPS to guide them, which was kind of stupid and ridiculous. But
you think?
So there's everyday people out there blindfolding their kids, or they're just being idiots. Even people driving, deciding to do the Bird Box Challenge. 17-year-old girl in Utah. She was driving. Guess how she was driving, Steve-O?
Blindfolded.
Oh, wrong button. Hold on. Hold on. Say it again. Guess how she was driving, Steve-O?
Blindfolded.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
That's a different sounder than the one that was actually playing.
That's the wrong one. Yeah, that's the wrong one. That's a train wreck in itself. Yeah, last week she was driving on the highway with her beanie covering her eyes. Yeah, well, she ended up driving into oncoming traffic and hit another car, a pole, and a sound wall.
I don't understand, guys.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that car is toast.
What? 17 years old, she decides to do the Bird Box Challenge, and I don't even have word. I don't even know what to say.
Was anyone else in the car with her? Like, I don't.
Good question.
Why, guys? Like,
yeah, was she filming it? That's what I don't get. Was she trying to? I don't know.
Our girl Sarah in Minnesota sent us a couple shots of the Bird Box Challenge found in Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh my God.
There's a character in there that's blindfolded. That's going to be the thing for every movie now. Oh, blindfold must be the Bird Box Challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, that was one of the dumber things about the movie to me. Guys, we're out of supplies. We need to go to the grocery store. Here's what we'll do. We'll spray paint the windows and drive, and the GPS will get us there. Like, you wouldn't hit a curb or another car parked somewhere, or I don't know, it's the apocalypse, so I'm sure there's got to be cars in the middle of the road places.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, they made it there just safe and sound, got all the supplies, and then they make it home. Like, oh, man, we got this. We can drive anywhere. Where do you guys want to go next?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazingly, no one was hurt. Thank God nobody was hurt. But she's looking at a reckless driving charge. I hope so.
Dan's got the right idea. He's going to climb back into bed and do the Bird Box Challenge.
Yes. That's good.
It's a Monday, man.
That's good.
I feel you. You do you.
That is good. Yep, just be careful, guys. These stupid challenges that come out, why do we feel like we have to take part?
Yeah.
Although, you know, I'm trying to think, what was the last challenge that we did? There was a challenge that had popped up a year or two ago that we decided to take part in. Do you remember? No, I think the last one, what was it called where you froze? It was that song would come on and everybody would freeze. The Mannequin Challenge. Remember the Mannequin Challenge?
I honestly have no idea.
We did it on our last YouTube show that was so successful.
I don't even remember it.
Remember? It would be like this certain song would come on and everybody would stop and you had to just be as still like a mannequin. You had to be a mannequin. Because in the video of this song was them being mannequins. So it turned into the mannequin challenge.
I totally
So I think you had
forgot
like
about
people driving and they do the mannequin
And then it'd
challenge.
be like-
yeah.
yeah.
And then get into
I
into
totally forgot
accidents.
about this one.
Yeah. I think that was the last challenge we were a
It was
part of.
2 years ago, guys. November 2016.
Gosh,
That
yeah, because
trend
Teo
hit.
was with us.
Mm-hmm.
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 So we're just hypocrites, man. You know, we're sitting here telling people not to be a part of these challenges, but look at us.
Yeah.
But we haven't been a part of a challenge for 2 years, so I think that's pretty good. And there's been a lot of stupid challenges. Unless I'm just can't remember. Maybe we have been a part of another challenge.
Somebody said that movie was like the movie The Happening with Mark Wahlberg. Similar, just not blindfolded, and kind of dumb. It's literally what it said.
Yeah.
Although we were hanging out in the sauna this last week, we had an interview with a person. Are we allowed to tease stuff like that?
Of course, man. He's one of the biggest comic book writers of our time.
Or artist. His name's Aaron Campbell, and he is the artist for a horror comic called Infidel, which is about xenophobia, and it was a really interesting story. His art is incredible, so much so that Netflix commissioned him, one of 6 comic artists in the world, to do art for Bird Box. Because it was, these creatures, what it show you, if you see them, they show you your deepest fear or your greatest fears. And when I was talking to him about it, because he's, in that industry, he kind of gave me a different perspective, and I want to go back and watch it because there were supposed to be monsters in the film. You were supposed to see it. Of course, you don't ever see it, and it's like they're running from the wind, which makes it so lame, but
Yeah.
Somebody says, what about the Harlem Shake? Bring that one back.
The Harlem Shake. I remember the Harlem Shake.
Can't forget that Kiki challenge, somebody said.
Yep.
What challenges have we taken part in?
We did. Did you ever do the cinnamon challenge? I never did the cinnamon challenge. I think one of my kids did the cinnamon challenge.
No. None
And
cinnamon.
my kids died on that.
Yeah, I know. By the way, 0 spoilers about Better Call Saul and Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. We've had multiple people asking that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I haven't seen season 4 yet.
There's no spoilers.
No. It's about Patrick Fabian, his life.
What was the bucket challenge?
Oh, yeah, the ice
bucket challenge.
Ice bucket challenge.
Remember some of the fail videos on that? I think people died from that thing too because they would have like a I don't know, this giant tractor that had water and they would come down crashing on their head and break their neck, or they drop a giant tub, like trash can full of water on their friend and they would die. It was terrible.
So, let's see. I don't remember Thebes. Can we go back to November 9th, 2016? That was my favorite challenge when everybody put their profile pics to black. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one. To black?
Yeah.
What was that
The Tide Pod challenge, one of the dumber ones.
Gosh, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The Tide Pod challenge.
I don't understand where all these challenges come from.
Yeah, no kidding.
Somebody watches a movie and they're like, bro, remember planking?
Planking, yes. What was the dog one? The recent dog one? It was you try to get the dog to put their nose through
your circle.
See, that's a good one. That's the kind of challenge that people should be doing. Nobody gets hurt doing
or like
that.
the blanket where you disappear.
Yeah, that's
with
another
the dog,
good. Actually,
which
people
is
got
great
hurt on
until
that
you
one.
like run into a wall because you're trying to escape.
Yeah. I don't know. Just be careful, guys. Don't do the bird box challenge while you drive.
Jared says it seems like a lot of these challenges are meant to thin the herd.
Well, listen, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I hear that all the time. These are the people, that shouldn't be here anyways because they're so stupid. And come on, guys.
My least favorite challenge was when one of my best friends was like, hey, I have a challenge. I challenge you to sit in 140-degree temperatures for 30 minutes and try and have a normal conversation with someone.
It's not even that hot.
You have to admit, this last week when we were filming, it was so hot, even you were uncomfortable.
I said it was hotter than the other episodes, but I wasn't uncomfortable at all. I really wasn't.
Our guest
I can't,
started
it's hard.
having like a mini stroke.
Well, he obviously he had some things going on. Like after the interview, I was like, it makes sense why you're freaking out in the sauna. Because he's got like these fears, which we talk about in the interview, but it kind of made sense why he was freaking out. But a minute into the sauna, and he's like, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know. He was like, he couldn't sit still, and I thought he was going to break the window.
Spoiler alert, bro. Spoiler alert.
Dude, you don't want to miss that one. That should have been our first episode.
Yeah. Oh, what about that challenge where kids were jumping out of their cars and dancing next to the car?
Oh, yeah.
With the Drake song?
That's another
that was the
stupid
Tiki challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My daughter did a cream cheese challenge at school. How many cream cheese packets can you eat? Oh, gosh.
Yep.
I'd fail that one because I do not know.
I can't believe you don't
We
like
went
cream
to
cheese.
sushi together, and Dexter and Phoenix, for some reason, decided they were going to order all the sushi, and every single sushi roll came out with just a lump of cream cheese in it.
You realized every roll has cream cheese in it, pretty much. Pretty much.
No, dude, it doesn't have to, America. We can be better. We can have better sushi, America.
You're weird that you don't like cream cheese.
In sushi?
Yes. It's like peanut butter and jelly, man.
Okay.
It goes.
Raw salmon and cream cheese.
Yes.
You don't need it on everything.
Well, I think it works.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew has a great reminder. He said, come on, man. This has been going on for years. Remember when people were laying in the middle of the road because of the program? Do you remember that challenge?
Oh, my gosh. I do remember
People
that.
died.
Yeah.
It's an old football movie from what, the 90s
Oh,
or
it's
early
one of my
2000s?
favorite football
And they
movies.
were laying in the middle of the road, but people like
they copied
died because they copied it, and there was like a few lane changes, and yeah.
Yeah. How about the guys that lay on the train tracks? That's the worst. Yeah. Watching those.
Yeah. How about this? Remember this time we said, have you taken the Bible challenge?
Ooh, what's that challenge?
It's where you read your Bible this year. Read your Bible. That's what they said.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a
Read
pretty
your
crazy
Bible.
That's crazy. I don't. People die. Could they die from doing that? Crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. They can
right.
die to sin. Jesus, joke.
Okay. Just be careful, guys. We love you. Hang out with us. We're live on YouTube right now at Star 88 FM. Guys can go subscribe to us on iTunes.
How about the Florida's Lava Challenge?
See, that was a good one. That was fun.
That'd be easy for us to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got enough shelf space up here. We got this.
We got this. All right, what happens when you ignore your mother's advice?
You get slapped upside the head?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
When we come back. And, everybody kicked off the new year, on January 1 with their own challenges or New Year's resolutions. Well, apparently, January 1 isn't the best time of the year to kick off a New Year's resolution. We'll talk about that.
All right. I'm here, man.
Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out with us.
In this hotspot, Skip puts his finger firmly on a word that sizzles. That word is sin.
It certainly sounds counterproductive to study sin. After all, common wisdom would say, forget the past, and just move on with your life.
Here's why it's so critical.
You can never understand our great salvation until you understand how much we need it.
Hotspot. Connect with Skip.com. It's where you'll find a wealth of messages by Skip. We're talking over 3,000.
If you want to see how bad sin is, just look at the cross. Look at the cross. That's what sin did. It put the perfect one, the holy one, the righteous one, the sinless one in that kind of agony and pain and bloodshed as he took sin, our sin, upon himself.
Find Skip's reading plans on YouVersion. Search for Skip Heitzig in the YouVersion Bible app. Finally.
So sin is the problem, but Christ is the cure. Or you could say, life is short, death is sure, sin the cause, Christ the cure.
Hotspot.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
In our organizations, this year, we're going to launch 5 brand new church locations.
And the chances of them succeeding are quite high because of what we've learned. Where did we learn? We learned through failures. Years ago, we tried to launch 2 brand new church locations in Phoenix, Arizona. They didn't work well, so we quickly combined the 2 to become 1. And then a couple of very painful years later, we ended up closing the 1. Through all the mistakes that we made, guess what we learned? We learned opportunities and ways to do it much better. The only reason we're able to do 5 this year is because of a couple that failed years ago. We're actually better because of what we learned from our mistakes. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're not failing every now and then, you're playing it way too safe.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast.
Captivated by the kingdom of excess. Indoctrinated by religion of sex. There's no rise by illusions of grandeur. Supersizing my every desire. Wake me, shake me from this high. Now I see the fantasy is eating me alive. I won't let you hypnotize me. Take back your word and change it. I won't let you hypnotize me. Don't need anything, just say it. You can't buy me, you can take my life and take me. I live in the moment while I shadow the future. I am the trigger, always blaming the shooter. Wake me, shake me from this high. Now I see the fantasy is eating me alive. I won't let you hypnotize me. Take back your word and change it. I won't let you hypnotize me. Don't need anything, just say it. You can't buy me, you can take my life and take me. I wasn't made to be a part of your system. I was created to incite the resistance. I'm breaking out, I'm not a part of your system. I'm gaining power to incite the resistance. Free.
That's Firefight's Die Free. It is Star 88, 825.
High today of 44 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning, Albuquerque. And good morning to everybody else not in Albuquerque. Thanks for joining us, guys. Kicking off a brand new week. Gosh, where's this month going? This month is already half over. Before you know it, Christmas, guys. I say it every year. I try to prepare you guys. I try to warn you. It sneaks up on you. I can't believe how fast 2018 went.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, you youngins out there. As you get older, time really does go by a lot faster. That is so true. I remember when, older people used to tell me that, and I never got it. Because I'm like, man, time goes so slow when you're younger. It's like, oh, man, like an 8-hour day goes by so slow, and then it's like, especially when you were in, like, high school, that was the worst. But as you get older, for some reason, faster and faster. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down. So enjoy it. Take a risk. Take a chance. You got a dream? Go for it. Make it happen. Especially if you're young and you don't have kids. You haven't settled down yet. Hey, you hate your job? Quit. Quit.
Okay.
If you have a family and you have people that count on you, don't quit. You can't do that. But I think if you're young enough and you maybe you don't have a whole lot of bills and there's nothing tying you down, hey, don't settle for a job that you don't like. Go for it, man. Take that risk. Move across the country. I picked somebody up over the weekend when I was out Ubering, and he was 26. He was hanging out with some friends, celebrating, one of his buddies graduated college, and we just kind of got into this conversation because he's unemployed, and I'm like, well, what do you want to do, man? What's your next step? And he goes, I kind of want to go overseas and work in another country for a while. And I'm like, do it. You're 26. You don't have any kids. You're not married. What are you doing here? Get that visa and go. Get your passport and go and travel. Make it happen. Because once you get married, once you have kids, it's going to be a lot harder. You got to make those tough sacrifices. So, little advice to all you youngins out there: make it happen. Maybe you have a dream of starting a YouTube show. I knew a guy who had this really ridiculous dream about, getting a dry sauna.
Here we go.
It's portable and making a show out of it somehow, some way. And these guys, they decided to buy him a dry sauna and kick off this show. And now it's apparently launching in 2 minutes. I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so nervous. Our first big show is launching in 2 minutes. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yes, I'm talking about the dream that I had,
funny,
guys.
Man.
The dream that I had when I was out on a run.
A dream is like a river.
Bring it back.
Ever changing as it flows. And the dream is just a vessel that must follow where it goes. Go ahead.
Where it goes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, see, my dream isn't to sing, bro. I can't sing.
Oh, okay.
It's not my thing. I want to sit in dry saunas and interview people with you. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of fun doing it. And we've already done, 8 episodes so far. Patrick Fabian's our first guest, which you can go watch, I believe, here in about 1 minute at YouTube. It's going to go live, and you guys can watch the first episode. And I really hope it's not just my mom that says it's the greatest show she's ever watched. That's my hope. That's my dream. I want, because, my mom, moms, they do that. They think everything their kid does is great. And I love that about my mom. And I do the same thing for my kids. But, I just, I hope you guys like it. And I hope we can continue to do it. Because if ratings aren't where they're supposed to be at the end of season 1, we might get canceled. Think about it, Steve. We already got canceled by that one guy.
Yeah, we got canceled.
That guy dropped us before we even started.
Canceled.
Who does that?
By the way, a few people are chiming in saying, man, thank you so much for saying if you have a family and bills don't quit, because I almost just walked out on the job.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel says, I'm 25, married, and mom of one. There's so many things I wish I had done before marriage and being a mom. I don't regret my decisions, but definitely if you're able, go out and live some dreams.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. You got to do it, but again, if you have a family, you can't just quit your job. But you should be taking those steps. That doesn't mean you can't live out your dream.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't mean you can't do that. But you need to keep the job that you have so you're making money, you're feeding your family, you're putting food on the table. but taking those little steps towards getting to that goal. A lot of people always say, like successful people say, write things down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Write it down and then try to accomplish a goal every day that leads you closer to that dream, that goal.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll be there. But you got to take those first couple steps.
Yeah.
You know? Just like in 1 minute and 9 seconds, our dream is going to come alive.
Okay.
You know? What's the future of the morning invasion? What is, it all depends on Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. What if we have to go out on tour?
Yeah.
What if the show becomes so big that we have to buy a tour bus and we have to go out and do the show on the road where we set up the sauna at different locations around the country?
Yeah.
This could be it.
Wow. You are.
That's my goal for next year. I want to have a tour bus, Steve-O.
Okay.
See?
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down goals.
Yeah.
I wrote down goals.
Okay.
Everybody has to have them.
Everyone.
So, yeah, go subscribe if you haven't yet. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff TV on YouTube. And our show kicks off first episode with our boy Patrick Fabian. Such a good dude.
He is a good dude.
On Better Call Saul.
What happens if your dream is to not work at all?
You have to do something. Right? You have to do something. But what does that mean, not work? Does that mean not have a job? Because even doing what I love to do, which is radio, I love doing radio.
Yeah.
And it's still a job at times. I mean, I love what I do, but it's still a job. So what does that mean? Not to do what you love, or you want to do what you love because then you consider that not being a job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. You can't just not do anything. Then what's your purpose? Everybody has to have a purpose. I don't know, man. What's your dream? What do you want? What are some of your goals, Steve-O? I just gave you my dream, my goals.
Gosh,
what is yours?
That's a big, I don't know. Can I think about it? We'll take a break and I'll actually write down some dreams or something.
You could do that. I'll let you do that. I feel like if you don't have them written down now, then you have no clue what you want to do with your life.
In all reality, this weekend I actually did sit down with Chrissy and we budgeted out 2019. We're like, you know what we want to do? We want to be better stewards of our finances.
I feel like you guys are already great at that. You want to get better, huh?
We want to get better.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yep.
It's cool, man. All right, we got to take a quick break. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out with us.
Certain uncertainty. I know that I'm called to go, but I don't understand the details.
Need some divine direction? Here's Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
The Lord determines your steps. I know that I'm called to go, but I don't understand the details. Show me the details. All I'm going to do is show you the next step. Certain uncertainty. Sometimes people ask me as a leader, now, Craig, what's your plan for the future of the church? And let me tell you, my philosophy of leadership has changed significantly. What's your plan? My plan is rarely about the future. My plan is to be obedient today. Say it again. My plan is rarely about the future. My plan is to be obedient today. I cannot see the future, but I can be faithful to take the next step. But I want certainty. I want certainty. You want certainty? Here's some certainty. God will never leave you. He will never forsake you.
Now that's a PowerPoint with Craig Rochelle on Star 88.
Chosen at that time, I hit the bottom and it hurt a little bit. Funny how being down can make you look up, but now I'm better for it. All I could see in the moment was my heart, and now I felt ripped open. I'll admit I found you down low in the brokenness, and now I'm better for it. I count it all as joy, even when I'm in the fight, 'cause I know you always give me grace when I need it. Hindsight 2020, now I see that you let me be where I've been, so I can be all that I am. Give me faith to believe that when it hurts, there's a real good reason. You let me be where I've been, now I kinda think it might be the perfect gift you use to get me straight to you. And I'm better for it. I count it all as joy even when I'm in the flames. 'Cause I know you always give me grace when I need it. Hindsight 2020, now I see that you let me be where I've been, so I can be all that I am. You give me faith to believe that when it hurts, there's a real good reason. You let me be where I've been, so I can be all that I am. Better for it, down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it. Down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it. Better 'cause I'll never have to be the way I would be without you leading me where you want me. I'm better 'cause I'll never have to be the way I would be without you leading me where you want me. Give me grace when I need it. Hindsight 2020, now I see that you let me be where I've been, so I can be all that I am. Give me faith to believe that when it hurts, there's a real good reason. You let me be where I've been, so I can be all that I am. Better for it, down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it. Down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it. Down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it. Down low, down and broken. I found you and I'm better for it.
It's Riley Clemens, Better For It. It's on Star 88. It's
That's right.
8:37.
How did I have 44 degrees?
What's going on in the news today?
Washington Post reports President Trump has gone to extraordinary lengths to conceal details of his conversations with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Deadly winter storm stretching from the Midwest to the east. More than a foot of snow in some parts.
A new report by the Centers for Disease Control says the U.S. birth rate is at its lowest level in 3 decades.
Police on the scene of a mall shooting in Utah. Customers wounded and running for cover.
Sarah Thomas became the first woman ever to officiate at an NFL playoff game.
The toll of the shutdown growing even more severe at airports in Miami and Houston. They're closing terminals there because of a TSA shortage.
A couple of great matchups in the NFC and AFC. High-powered Rams, high-powered Saints, a lot of offense. In the AFC, Chiefs, Patriots, second-year star Pat Mahomes against the ageless wonder Tom Brady.
The movie The Upside beat all expectations.
Surprising everyone who thought Aquaman would be #1 for a 4th week in a row. Aquaman crossed $1 billion in international box office this weekend.
$1 billion? Jeez. Go watch Aquaman, dude. Why?
Me?
Yeah, you. I can't believe you haven't watched it yet. How have I watched Aquaman and you haven't?
I don't know.
You're the nerd.
Yeah.
You're the one who likes that stuff.
Marvel nerd.
Come on. Give it a chance.
You can't just pigeonhole everybody, man, and just assume that just because you're into one thing, that all of a sudden it's like, oh, you gotta go do all that. Actually, the truth is, we're just really busy right now.
I hate that.
I've been kind of busy. Remember, I've been out of town. Remember?
Everybody has time for a 2-hour movie. Okay?
Okay.
Everybody. Don't give me that. I just don't have time. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being a part of TMI, The Morning Invasion. Doing this thing till 10. So what happens when you ignore your mother's advice? I'm sure, we all have. You know, moms give the best advice. Sometimes the advice can be wrong, but it's pretty rare, especially my mom. She always had good, solid advice. And when I would not listen to my mom, guess what would happen?
What?
Bad things, Steve-O.
Oh.
Very bad things would happen if I didn't listen to my mom.
Oh, okay.
There's a guy, and I think he lives in Arkansas.
Okay.
And he did a great play-by-play while his brother-in-law cut down a dead tree next to his house with a chainsaw. Here's the thing. His mom tried to give him advice to not cut down the tree next to the house because, well...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
What did you just do?
Sorry.
Again, his mom tried to give him advice on, hey, don't cut down the tree next to the house because something bad could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess what?
All righty. So I'm in Arkansas with my brother-in-law. Got this tree right next to the house right here. Been dropping limbs on top of the house. And so Terry said, wait, hold my beer. I'm going to cut this thing down. So let's see what happens.
They're cutting the tree down right here.
Oh, no, this
truck
really
right
is
here.
real. I thought it was being funny.
Let's get into the safety zone here.
Let's get the safety
Somebody's got to survive this. So we have the story to tell.
No. Dude,
Now,
sir,
Yolanda's here.
please stop.
May
Please
not
stop.
approve,
Can you hear us, sir? Sir, can you hear us?
But
I don't think he can hear me, man.
Hello,
He ain't
sir.
here.
Dude,
So,
stop. Do you
this is my only
recognize
warning.
that
Terry, don't
okay,
do
the
it.
house is like
Don't
right
do
there?
it.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
truck.
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, did you just hear
So
him?
I'm
He's
just
like, my
going-
mom said don't do this, sir. And I said, oh, we're going to do it anyway.
So what do you got money on? Is it the truck or the house?
Terry,
oh,
Terry,
no.
Terry.
Oh, no.
It's coming.
No.
It's coming.
Yep, it fell right on the pickup truck.
Oh, my gosh. That just smashed that pickup truck.
It fell right on that pickup truck. And, yeah. He did not listen to his mom's advice.
What? How dumb. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you
Forgive
really
me.
have- yeah.
Lord,
Duh.
Lord, please forgive me for
Duh.
just judging that dude so harshly because he's an idiot, Lord. But I mean, you created him, and that's cool and stuff. So, like, just help me, Father. Amen. Okay, good. What an idiot!
Yeah. Well, okay. How many times in your life have you been in the exact same situation?
Okay, no.
When's the last time you cut down a tree and that happened?
Tree. Like, I was nervous it might hit the house. They had no ropes connected to, like, help it fall a certain direction. And he also had his giant Dodge pickup truck parked right near it. And man alive, that thing just crushed his truck.
Yep.
Man alive. I say that when dealing with people from the South.
You know, I really wanted, this is one of my goals in 2019, is I want our morning show to be more real. So I actually brought in a chainsaw, and HR said for me not to.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think if we're going to be real, then we got to do this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Steve-O, move out of the way, bro. I'm cutting the desk in two. I'm cutting the desk in two, you guys.
Joe and Jeter show.
The play-by-play is the best part.
Yeah.
Terry! It's coming! It's coming!
It just wrecks that truck,
But
man.
did it? Because honestly, it actually it took that tree like a champ.
It hits the bed of the truck. It does, but man, oh gosh, no.
Look at this truck. Is that a Dodge? I think that's a Dodge pickup truck. And that thing, Dodge should pick up that this video for their next
No.
commercial, because that thing took it like a champ.
No. Yeah. Speaking of crazy videos, I don't know if you watched this over the weekend. How many people, show of hands, in Albuquerque saw the giant black plume of smoke over the weekend?
No,
Did you
what
see
happened?
This?
That happened
It's-
here?
Yeah. It's a sad story.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it doesn't have a happy...
I saw dog in the title.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In the Albuquerque North Valley, there's an RV park, and I don't know how...
Propane tank, that's how. Gas leak?
Well, no. That I know. 'Cause
Cigarette
if you
and
watch
gas
the
don't
video,
mix.
oh my gosh. I don't know how the fire started, was what I was going to say. And sadly, this elder lady lived in this RV, and her dogs were still inside.
Oh, my gosh.
So she's in her 60s, but there's a video up of the like the raw footage of this, and this RV is in flames, and then all of a sudden we're talking like Hollywood explosion. Yes, because of the propane tanks, and they're screaming to the poor lady whose dogs were in there. Her name was Marie. Marie! Get away, Marie! Because they were trying to like get everybody back. And it was like explosion. There were 3 different explosions. And I mean, that's why there was such crazy plumes of smoke on Friday. Because this RV in Albuquerque's North Valley just went up in flames.
Everybody was okay except the dogs?
Yeah. The explosion threw debris hundreds of feet in the air. And man, and this poor lady, she lost everything. That was where she lived. And so she lost her dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
How terrible.
It was at the Balloon View RV Park here. Yeah. It rocked the whole neighborhood.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So she was on home oxygen. And so yeah.
She lit a heater.
Unfortunately, yeah. Something happened. We don't know if that was involved or not, but yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So she had a service dog named Prince. So she was trying to go get, he did, yeah. So she made it out alive. She was transported to the hospital for smoke inhalation. She's currently breathing through a tube, but she's expected to make a full recovery. So please pray for Marie. It was a crazy story, but I just thought of it because that's exactly what the video is like. There are people just yelling at Marie, like, get away, get away.
Ugh.
And a second RV caught fire. I mean, unfortunately, an elderly couple lived inside that second RV. They made it out alive, but they too lost all of their belongings. Wow. Everything they owned was in that RV. So.
You know, thinking about when your parents give you advice and you don't follow it, I can remember camping and my dad telling me, don't pour gasoline on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what I did?
You poured gasoline on the fire.
I poured gasoline on the fire. That happened, guys.
Yeah.
Almost killed myself.
Yeah.
You don't pour gasoline on the fire. That's terrible. And I mean, I poured gasoline on the fire. It's awful.
Yeah.
What advice did your parents give you that you totally disregarded and decided to go and do it anyways?
Don't go into radio. You'll never be able to provide for a family.
Yeah, you know what? That advice actually paid off 20 years down the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cashing in now. I tried to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I tried telling you. No, my parents have never said that to me. I mean, they kind of I don't know. The way I think it was more. They didn't try to discourage me because they were always very supportive, but at the same time, I think it was just more of like they kind of chuckled.
Yeah.
When I told them I was going to be in radio, it was more of like, "Whoa, are you serious? Because you don't even really talk. How are you going to be on the radio?" kind of thing.
Yeah.
But my parents have always been super supportive and encouraging about it. But
somebody said, let's start a GoFundMe for those poor people. There actually already is one. So if you want to Google it.
Oh, good.
It happened in the North Valley.
Yeah, she lost everything, huh?
I think I just Googled North Valley RV fire, and it showed up immediately.
She lived by herself with her dogs, huh?
Yeah.
Or just one dog, Prince, died?
Look at that.
That's crazy.
It just,
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those RVs, too. Like that one, that's a beautiful RV.
Yeah.
Those aren't just, like a typical, like, kind of the small RVs. Those are, like, really nice RVs.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I felt so bad for her.
Kind of want to know exactly what happened just so we could do a little PSA,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you probably have to be really careful with those oxygen tanks.
Well, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. It's unclear if she had a smoke detector, but fire officials are encouraging everyone to get one to hopefully prevent a disaster like this. Because they don't, at this time, know what happened.
Okay.
I mean, she was on an oxygen tank. And those propane tanks, it got hot and that was it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see people, what's crazy is I do see people that have the oxygen tank and they're smoking cigarettes. Have you seen that before?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't understand that at all.
Because you got to light the heater. And you got oxygen.
Yeah.
Fire and oxygen. I was in science and I know that's bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Landon says, don't judge. We all have idiot moments. Some of us just have had more than others. Alicia's was when someone told her you can turn hairspray into a blowtorch.
Ooh,
you know what she did?
Yeah.
I remember those. I think, yeah. Gosh, I'm so glad I didn't blow anything up.
That's why I always told my kids to do the opposite. So I always said, guys, you should take fire.
Okay, no.
And hairspray, because then they will never do it.
They'll never do it.
They'll
They're
never
like,
do
oh,
it.
Dad's so boring.
But if you tell them
What a square.
to do it, or not to do it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Rebellion, sin nature.
Good morning.
Gentlemen.
Fireman Dave.
What's up?
Firefighter Dave. Okay, so Firefighter Dave, we have a question for you. Oxygen tanks.
This better be good.
Okay, oxygen tanks. You know, the old elderly that have the oxygen tanks. How would one of those explode? What are some of the things that would make the person's oxygen tank blow up?
Them smoking while they're using it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was the one thing that I mentioned. But then I'm like, okay, what else could it be? Maybe lighting a candle next to their little oxygen thing.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Because oxygen is flammable, right?
Exactly.
Right.
I learned that in science.
So yeah, if you put oxygen near a flame source, it might have a tendency to explode.
Did you hear about the lady at the RV park that she had an oxygen tank and it exploded? Luckily, she wasn't in the RV, right? She wasn't in the RV when it happened, Steve-O? Is that what you said? And then
Yeah, she was not.
She was not, but her
She
dog
ran in
was.
there to try and save her service dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the whole thing just went up, exploded.
Yeah.
Here in town?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened in the North Valley.
Yeah.
Shoot, I guess I was off.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't hear
It was
about
on
it.
Friday. It was on Friday.
I was thinking maybe you've
Poor
dealt
thing.
with some of those other, I'm sure that probably doesn't happen all the time, but it happens.
Fire safety.
We've dealt with
AFD
dealt with
firefighter.
people who are wearing their oxygen while smoking, and the thing explodes, and they got singe marks all up and down their face.
Oh my gosh. That's
That's happened
crazy.
quite a few times. Yeah.
I mean,
that's actually one of the questions I ask. Like when we do like school tours, those are like my favorite, by the way. I love those so much. I love teaching little kids. But anyways, our SCBAs, right?
Mm-hmm.
People think that they're oxygen tanks, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. It's just compressed air because oxygen is flammable. So we wouldn't want to take a giant tank of oxygen into a fire.
Yeah, right.
So all that is just compressed air.
Yeah.
So that's one of the questions I ask the kids, and they all get it wrong because kids are dumb. But
That's
why you
firefighter
love
David Myers.
That's why you love going into schools, because you just look so smart. It's like a time in your life where you can.
That's it.
You can just kind of brag.
yeah, I got to punk those dumb kids. Just kidding.
Oh man, how's everything going? Everything okay in the Myers clan?
Everything's great, man.
Good.
Can't complain.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes, sir.
Well, I thought I'd check in with you just to try to get some insight on this, because I had mentioned like it had to have been her, maybe smoking a cigarette, but doesn't really sound like it since she wasn't in the RV at the time. But
yeah.
I guess maybe if you
I
kind
don't
of
know.
kept it on, or there was, I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't get it.
Hey, so are you guys launching something today? Is that what I heard?
It's happening right now, man.
Of course we are.
You could be.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, we've been pumping it up all morning long.
All morning long.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah,
Well, I'm excited for it.
A new show. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it just went live at 8:30. And you can go and subscribe to the show on YouTube and watch it right now. And you can actually chime in and stuff. But Patrick Fabian's our first guest in the sauna.
Yeah, excited. Apparently, it's premiering right now. Like, it's actually live right now. I didn't realize that happened.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Cool. I'm going to check it out, homies.
All right,
All
homie.
right, man.
Bye, Dave.
Love you, buddy.
All right, guys.
See you,
Love
dude.
too.
Love that
He
guy.
needs to be safe.
Dave Myers.
He needs to be safe, guys. He's a firefighter who puts his life on the line.
Yeah, and he's like 50. Yeah. When you get
Mm-hmm.
up there in age, that's not easy fighting those fires anymore. By the way, I really want to try to do the SWAT course. Can we do the SWAT course again this year sometime?
I mean,
I really need to face the SWAT course again, because 2 years ago, that SWAT course took me out.
Yeah. Yeah. it
You
did.
and Teo crushed it,
It
and I
really
couldn't
did.
get over the wall. I was really heavy, guys. Plus, I was wearing a really tight jumpsuit that didn't fit me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I probably got punked that day. I really did. But I really want to face that challenge again. I want to try it.
I believe in you,
Any of
man.
you SWAT people out there, let's do this.
I believe that Dexter is our future. Teach him well and let him lead the way. Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm going to start calling you Scott from now on.
Scott?
From HQ Live.
Oh, thank you. You know how many times I've gotten that, actually?
Yeah, because you kind of look like him, but you
I don't
both
look anything
you
like
both
him.
sing. Like, that's your life, is just singing your words. And that's what Scott does.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what we should do for an episode of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff?
What?
We should set the sun up on the SWAT course and interview like a SWAT team leader.
And then try and do it afterwards after sitting in there for nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I'm going to do it.
Nah, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jordy, we're doing it. It's going to be fun.
Nope. That's not happening, guys. Don't worry.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Because
That'd be fun.
Because I am a grown-up and I can say no to things because there's no man card anymore. I don't care.
Okay, then you don't have to do the course. I'll do the course.
Okay, you do the course and I'll do the interview.
No, I'll do the interview too.
No, you'll be busy doing the course.
You know what? You're ridiculous.
We'll see who will wrap up first, the interview or the obstacle
See, this
course.
is why I didn't want to do the show with you. You know what? This is why. Because you're such a diva, you won't even do it. Dude, we turned down so many opportunities already, guys. So many opportunities because Steve-O didn't want to do it. And
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Guys, go watch it. Yep, our first episode just got over with.
It just premiered,
Yep,
so you
it
can now
did.
go watch it anytime you want.
Go watch it, guys. We're excited about it. Thank you to Jordy and Brent for making our dreams come true.
Was that our dream?
Well, I mean, it was my dream. Thank you for making my dream come true.
Your dream was to get me in a sauna with you?
Yeah, man. I got it. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back. Hang on.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. Do you know about a free event happening in the near future? Maybe for your church, like a Bible study, or an outreach event, or maybe something for your community, like a free concert. If you do, let us know about it. We'll talk about your free events on the air and feature it on our website. All you have to do is fill out the form online at star88.fm. For more information about events happening in your community and so much more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Oswald Chambers said this. He said, listen, Jesus Christ was born into the world. He came into history from outside of history. He did not evolve out of history. Our Lord's birth was an advent. He did not come from the human race. He came into the human race from above. Jesus Christ is not just the best human being there ever was. He is a being who cannot be accounted for by the human race at all. He is God incarnate. Not man becoming God, but God coming into human flesh, coming into it from the outside. His life is the highest and the holiest, and it entered into humanity at the lowest door.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base. KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Is it me or is it just another day? They say love like this could never be a phase. Ooh. Over time, I guess we found a better way. Yeah, if I could go back now, I'm sure that I would stay. 'Cause at
think we lost who we are. And the times that we rise, the times that we fall. Got my eyes on the score, took my eyes off the ball. Did I take it too far? When did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? When did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Enough. Reminiscing, missing how you captivate me. And lately I've been wondering if I can make it. Moving on seems easy when the feelings fade. Ooh, I'm so caught up trying to catch my own thing. Oh, when did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? When did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Enough. I think we lost who we are. And the times that we rise, the times that we fall. Got my eyes on the score, took my eyes off the ball. Did I take it too far? When did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? When did you stop being enough for me? When did you stop being enough? Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough.
That's Brian. Brannan. How do you say it, Steve?
Yeah.
Brannan.
Yeah.
Brannan.
Totally.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 9:03.
High today of 44 degrees.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Why is my thing not there?
I don't know.
What happened? Where did it go?
We'll do a quick bumper for the podcast. Ready? And go.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I mean, it's
Man,
easy
yours
to
sounded
put there.
way better than mine.
But I don't know why it disappeared on me there. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the show. Phone lines are open, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock.
Whoa,
What
it
happened?
is.
You can text in as well. What's the live line?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Any stories? Any stories to share from the Starmy about when they decided not to listen to their parents' advice?
Yeah, a bunch of Starmy members actually decided not to listen to the last 30 minutes of show and catch a YouTube show instead. So glad everyone's back. Thanks for being with us this morning. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Somebody said my idiot moment was forgetting a hot pan of oil on my parents' stove. It caught fire. It didn't burn the house down, but I did get second-degree burns on my hands and feet by trying to run the burning pan outside. So dumb.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I know now to use flour to put it out. Learning moment for me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to learn that.
So somebody said my parents told me not to get married young. I was 19 when I got married. We're still together after 17 years. We've had many bumps in the road to get here, though. Parents were still right on that one.
Yeah.
Somebody else said the same thing. Their parents told them, don't get married. But they didn't say how that turned out. So I don't know. Could be good, could be bad.
I mean, it could.
Yeah.
Chances are probably not.
Yeah. I mean, there's times where we should definitely take into consideration the source. And I don't just mean parents. I just mean in general. I got a story. Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah. Is it the dress thing?
Yeah.
I saw this morning, yeah.
She sported a dress and high heels on her social media. She posted it to her Instagram. And instead of getting, oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that dress. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. I love you. She got, hey, don't be in such a hurry to grow up. Enjoy being a kid. Why don't you act your age?
No, jeez.
Like a lot of people.
Oh, how old is she?
Not 14.
She's 14.
Somebody said, not feeling this outfit at all. Not age appropriate. Like most people are just blasting the fact that she was 14, but she was wearing a dress and high heels.
Well, it does make her look more mature for sure. So I wonder if it's more of like, she's 14. Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with a lot of those people that are saying that. I mean, I wouldn't blast her. And would I allow my daughter to wear a dress like that?
Yeah, she's rocking. It's a body-hugging snakeskin dress with strappy stilettos. That's what it is. I mean, cool. And a lot of people were just not down for it.
I think it's a beautiful dress. I don't think there's any, like, it's not too revealing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. But she did have some words for those people. I thought it was interesting. She said, I know everyone on my last pick wants me to act my age, but quite frankly, it's my Instagram. And if I choose to post a picture like that, you don't have to like it. Just scroll past it. If we could spread love as quickly as we spread hate and negativity, what an amazing world we would live in. And that's fair, right? But
well, she shouldn't have to even make a comment or respond to
yeah,
it.
but she's still a human being.
Yeah, but she needs to, honestly, you need to learn to not even, why do you need to respond to the haters? People are going to hate no matter what.
I know. Oh, dude, you're talking to me about this?
Exactly.
You know me.
They're going to hate.
I don't do well with that. I really don't. And I usually like get defensive and frustrated. Like, why? You don't know me.
Yeah.
But I should remember, like, wait, you don't know me. That's
Yeah.
okay.
And a lot of times the
You're gonna say
haters,
whatever
they
you're
just
gonna
want to
say.
get a reaction out of you. They don't even believe what they believe. They just want to get a reaction
They're just
out
trolls.
of you.
Yeah. That
That's
could be true,
usually it. So, I don't know, especially if somebody in the spotlight that was millions of followers. She was on, one of the biggest TV shows, Stranger Things on
Yeah.
Netflix. So her career, she's gonna have a long career in acting for sure because she's really good.
Alicia says, see why young is shouldn't have social media? What?
Yeah.
See
this is why young.
See
kids?
why young is shouldn't have social media?
CYFD?
The validation they feel they need from people tears at someone's self-confidence, and 14 is that age of taking it all in internally, and she doesn't have to respond. It's true.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think
Alicia's so
beautiful
mad at me
dress.
right now.
I think it's a beautiful dress. It's not revealing at all.
It's not revealing at all. So, but I get it, man. This is why C Young shouldn't be social in the medias.
You having a stroke?
As the great theologian Alicia once said, see why young shouldn't have social medias?
Uh-huh.
Bye, Alicia. Get it? It's like
Yeah,
Alicia,
she hates that too.
Okay.
She hates that, by the way.
I'm sorry, Alicia. I believe you. Kim says, I don't think that dress is inappropriate at all. Her whole body's covered.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I think she's okay. Don't
Yeah?
listen to the trolls out there.
Yeah.
If it was revealing at 14, then I think there's a problem there. If it was like a really short skirt she was
people have
wearing,
different
or
definitions of like revealing because it is hugging her body, right? Like it's painted on her.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like people have different thoughts and ideas about
So
modesty
she's-
or what's appropriate.
But the thing is,
I'm not
she's a
saying
skinny
it's not.
girl, so she's wearing it fits her perfectly. So what? Come on, man.
Duh.
You're
I'm
part of the
just saying.
problem, Steve-O.
Okay. Somebody says, welcome to social media where common sense and productive conversations don't exist.
Yep. Yeah. Do you want me to have Jordy shut off the comments on our new YouTube
No.
show for you?
No, I'm a grown up. It's okay.
But you don't do very well with it. So
Yeah.
I feel like, let's say we do, because you know what's going to happen. Let's just say that the YouTube show blew up.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's just say
Yeah.
it did.
Okay.
You ready for that, bro?
I'd have more haters.
You ready
Somebody
for that?
just said, Steve-O, you're the cat's pajamas. Don't worry about the haters. There are way more people that love you. You too, Dex. The cat's pajamas.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it
I'm
all.
the cat's pajamas.
But how do we keep Steve-O off of the
CP.
comment section is the
no,
problem.
I need comments like that. Are you kidding me? I'm going to wear that all day. You know what I'm wearing? Cat's pajamas. That's my favorite comment I've ever gotten.
We got to figure out. We might have to disable the comment section on the new YouTube show if it ends up blowing up.
See, here's the thing: when not listening to certain things. Remember the Stormy chimed in and said, I chime in from time to time about my Marine Corps experience. My parents strongly advised me not to join the military, and I did not listen. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's given me so much experience, and it's also paying for my school. My parents had never been more proud of where I am in my life right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
There was a video that I uploaded years ago. This was back in 2010. And it has 75,000 views. This was one of my videos. And we were out, it was during the summer, and there was a huge lightning storm going on outside. And so we all went outside, and I started filming, and I asked my daughter, hey, ask Jesus to show you some lightning. So
I remember
so
this.
Jaden was like, Jesus, show me some lightning. And so the sky blew up right after she said it, and I caught it all on camera. So I uploaded the video. It's got 75,000 views. I had to disable the comments, and the only reason I did it is because my kids.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to go on there and read any of them.
Right.
Because, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There were people on there wanting to find my family and kill me because I taught my kid that was like, oh
Lightning
my gosh.
comes from Jesus.
That Jesus, yeah. Oh, show me some lightning in a lightning storm. It was just some of the comments were terrible. So I disabled the comments on it, but I don't know, man. 75, I could have got, why am I not getting any YouTube money for this? I got 75,000 views.
That's not a whole lot anymore, buddy.
It's not?
I'm sorry.
Where's my YouTube check?
No, you won't get one.
I got 200 subscribers.
No,
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Not a thing.
How many views do you have on your video, huh?
Which
do you have
one?
75,000? Didn't think so.
No.
Didn't think so.
Okay.
It's a great video, guys. Just type in Jesus, show me some lightning. It's a great video to watch.
It's literally just a video of like a lightning storm and then a kid saying, Jesus, show me some lightning, and more lightning happens.
Ask God to show you an awesome lightning. Okay, that was Matt Gentry, by the way. I should probably correct myself. He was with us that day.
Oh, so
Say, Jesus, show me some lightning.
Jesus, show me some lightning.
Yeah, nothing.
What'd you say?
crazy.
Take it back. Yeah,
That's a big ol'
nothing.
lightning thing.
That was the biggest. That was the cool thing about it. There was a lightning storm going on, but there wasn't anything going on like that.
Yeah.
Jesus showed up, showed it some lightning. Dude, that was amazing.
Wow, dude.
Say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
And he's saying thank you back. See, God even said something back.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I got murdered online.
Yeah.
Murdered.
Ruined that one.
The trolls wanted my death.
Yeah.
It's a great video, guys. Jesus, show me some lightning. Share it, guys. Go share it.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get to this coming up. Why you should actually start your New Year's resolution on March 4th?
March? Okay.
March 4th.
March 4th, guys.
Instead of January 1. Why would I start March 4th? You want to take a guess why they say March 4th? Why do you think?
Because you have your tax return, and so you can afford to pay for your.
That's actually, you know what? Yeah, you can buy new fitness.
Yeah, why
fitness,
not?
New,
I can actually pay for something.
Yeah, you can get a gym membership.
Yeah.
You can buy those yoga pants that you've always wanted.
Yeah.
It's very expensive, guys. It's super expensive.
Yeah.
All right, we'll find out. You guys chime in. We're hanging out live on YouTube at Star 88 FM, and we'll be right back. Hang on.
Star 88 welcomes Turf Creation Construction as a power partner. Turf Creation Construction has been landscaping yards, installing artificial turf, and creating block and decorative walls and ramadas for homes and businesses since 1980. They also create outdoor living elements like fire pits, waterfalls, and fireplaces. Turf Creation Construction at 505-550-5609. Online at turfcreations.net. Thank you, Turf Creative Construction, for becoming a power partner. Students, do you like music? Want to let your comedic side out? Maybe you and a few friends get together for a jam session. You can bring your talent to the stage. Our power partner, JNO Academy of Music, is sponsoring Albuquerque God's Talent Show. Auditions will be held at Hope Christian School at 6:30 p.m. Friday, March 1st. Top 10 auditions will be in the live show at Hoffmantown Church on March 8th. The fee is $20 per act. For information, 505-238-2966.
Whether at home or in the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
Kurt Richardson says this. Kurt says, failure is a part of innovation, perhaps the most important part. I love that quote. Some people will say this. They'll sometimes say, well, for us, failure's not an option. What I would say is you're absolutely right. Failure is not an option if you want to be innovative. It is a necessity. You're going to have to be willing to fail. Elon Musk, he says this. He says, failure is an option here. Then he says, if you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. What do we know about our organizations? We're all going to make mistakes, right? When we make mistakes, the type of mistakes we want to make are aggressive ones. We want to make mistakes attempting something new, not passive mistakes, holding back and always playing it safe.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast.
If I didn't know what it hurt like to be broken, then how would I know what it feels like to be whole? If I didn't know what it cuts like to be rejected, then I wouldn't know the joy of coming home. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. If I didn't know what it looked like to be dirty, then I wouldn't know what it feels like to be clean. And if all of my shame had drove me to hide in the shadows, then I wouldn't know the beauty of being free. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. Let your kingdom come, let your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Father, let your kingdom come, let your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. Now I'm alive in you, I'm bursting at the seams. And now I'm alive and I see you in everything. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay.
We are messengers.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe it's okay.
Yeah.
It's on Star 88.
Hi.
920.
Hi today at 44 degrees.
Okay, everybody, I've got a real treat for you.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dax and Steve-O.
Hi. Good morning. Gosh, I got a friend moving in on my forehead. His name's
Yeah?
Zeltor. Oh,
Zeltor.
gosh. Got a zit coming in on my forehead. It hurts. Forgot to wash my face last night. Do most guys wash their face before they go to bed?
Ask me when I wash my face.
When do you wash?
Never, dude,
Okay.
because I'm a dude.
Thank you.
I've literally never washed my face. And Chrissy goes crazy because she's like, oh my God, you have black spots on your nose and it's crazy. And then she gets the little like scraper thing.
Did I just lose my man card?
Yeah.
I feel like you just took it away.
No,
Because I feel like you did.
I
feel like,
apologize. I
wow,
apologize.
I'm not a man.
I'm sure there are dudes out there that do.
Well, I mean, I didn't wash it last night.
I just don't wash my face. I'm sorry.
Well, I
Is that
usually
weird?
well, I usually always take a shower at night before I go to bed, so technically I don't have to wash my face. But on the weekends, I either don't take a shower, or I take it in the middle of the day or something. So I needed to wash my face, and if I don't, I get zits, man.
Yeah,
I get zits. It happens. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. When should you start your New Year's resolution? January 1st, right?
Well, duh.
Not
Duh.
according to this.
Oh, okay.
Not according to a psychology professor at the University of Texas at Austin.
Is it because it's cold? Is it because January we're off for a week or something? Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it.
All right. Guys, if all you people out there that started January 1, including myself, because I was going to kick off the whole no sugar, no gluten thing again. Yeah, I failed miserably on it. Failed miserably. Good news for us, because we don't have to kick it off until March 4th, according to this.
Love it. Give me time to think about something that I want to do or care about.
According to this psychology professor, he said, basically, January 1st rolls around every year.
Okay.
We know what we want to change, but we have absolutely no idea how to go about making those changes. That's a good call. That's a good call, okay?
Okay.
And since the end of the year is always crazy with the holidays,
yep,
we should really take the first 2 months of the year to plan out exactly how we're going to accomplish our goals. Remember I was talking about the whole writing down your goal thing?
You actually...
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And for 2019, the first Monday after those 8 weeks are up is March 4th. So what should we focus on between now and March 4th is the question, okay? It's because March 4th is not a long ways away, but it's, we got a little bit of time. Number 1, come up with a plan for what needs to be changed and how you'll accomplish it. Write it down. What's your game plan? You might even start incorporating a few of those changes before March 4th. You know what? This makes me feel so much better because I've kind of been doing that. I've really been cutting back on the sugar and gluten. Okay, number 2, paying attention to your existing habits. Become more mindful about things you do that may get in the way of your success. Okay, number 3, looking at other obstacles that may be dragging you back toward your old behaviors, like people. Yep. Do you support me, man?
I've always support you.
Yeah?
I love you.
Why were you eating a cinnamon roll this morning? In front of me.
Oh.
It's not the first time you've done it either.
To be fair, I did not eat one cinnamon roll in front of you.
Oh, you came in on
I
the air.
ate 4.
Okay. I appreciate you being honest with me.
That's right.
Goes a long way with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you don't support me, then I have to cut you out of my life.
Okay, Uncle Joey.
All right? If you're going to be an obstacle, then I need to cut you out, dude. Okay?
Okay.
Remember that.
Yeah.
You have until March 4th to make changes.
Okay.
Number 4.
March 4th.
Finding people who can help motivate you. Are you going to help motivate me, or are you going to be an obstacle? Look for friends who have similar goals. Bill Peterson. Proud of that guy, man. Proud of it. He's down 8 pounds, guys.
That's basically water weight. Well, I mean, come on, man.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Dude, I saw Bill have self-control this weekend. I'm proud of the guy. He really is, because all of us make fun of him. I feel bad for him. Because poor Jake I shouldn't say poor Jake, poor Bill. Jake and Kay is very supportive. I'm not going to say anything. Kay's very supportive. No, Bill really gets it bad. He really does. So, Bill, I'm proud of you. You've done a great job. Keep it up. We all know you're going to stop in about a month and go back to your old ways. But you know what?
That's right.
I'm proud of you at this moment in time.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to help motivate you like you'll help motivate me, okay?
Good.
We're going to cut out the noise.
Okay. Why do you keep doing these weird hand gestures? I don't like it. That's my resolution.
Cut it out.
I'm going to stop talking with my hands.
No, it's impossible.
It's not. I bet you I could go the rest of the show without using my hands to talk.
Only if you, yeah, right.
Am I allowed to do prayer hands for the rest of the show?
You have to just put them down to your side. You can't tie them behind your back, nothing.
Oh, man. Okay. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, but we need somebody to watch you because I can't watch you all the time.
That's all right.
All right, YouTubers, you're in charge of watching Steve-O right now.
Adjust my mic.
You can adjust your mic, but if you do any hand gestures while you're talking,
okay,
you need to call Steve-O out. Okay?
You guys got it.
All right.
What if I'm just like looking over here to?
It's fine if you're working, but if you're if you're talking using your hands,
okay.
If you have an itch, you can itch. That's fine. Yeah, so March 4th. And you know what? It makes sense. So there you go, guys. March 4th, I'm kicking off my challenge. I'm going to get prepared. I'm going to be so prepared for this challenge. It's going to be ridiculous. There's no way I can fail.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Find people that motivate you. Write down a game plan. How I'm going to accomplish this.
I don't
like
motivate you?
No, not really.
What? How do I not motivate you?
How?
Yeah. What can I do as a friend to better facilitate your growth as a human? Oh, what a great question, Steve-O. Thank you. Okay.
First time.
Listen to me more.
Ever
Don't cut me off.
I do listen to you.
Somebody called it out last night. I think it was Bill Peterson said, hey, Steve-O should stop interrupting you when you're talking in the sauna.
I thought
But what if your questions are so bad?
Yeah, but your questions are dumb too. Do I ever call them out? Never.
I am the interview master.
I see. Okay, you know what? Big head, guess who encouraged you? Me! I've pumped your head up so much over the past 3 years that you're the greatest interview of all time. You actually think it's true, which was what I was trying to do, but now it's backfired on me. You're not even that good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I have to deflate it. I'm deflating your ego right now.
Yeah.
You're a terrible interviewer. Yeah. You should shut your mouth.
Okay.
I think that's good pressure right there. You asked me what you can do for me, and look at what it's turned into.
Yeah.
You. It's always about you. Why is it always about you, dude?
I mean,
why do you always turn it into something about you?
I mean, I'm trying so hard not to use my arms. Sorry. I'm so focused.
Need medication or something.
I don't.
Yes, you do. You really are trying. You really can't
I've
just
done
pull
this a couple times. Shrug. I have my thumbs looped into my belt.
You can't do that. That's
Why
against
not?
the rules. You can't even do it. I can't believe it.
It's possible.
You're a 40-year-old man, and you act like you're 12.
Okay.
You eat sugar or caffeine, and you bounce off the walls.
What are you talking about?
That's you.
What does that have to do with me talking with my hands?
Everything.
I keep wanting to laugh and then like put my hand up to my mouth. Does that count
No,
as
you
talking
can't do it.
with...
Nope, it's a gesture.
Okay.
I mean, if you're trying to like cover your spit or, you know, your bad breath, then that's fine.
Okay. Oh, dude, Rebecca.
What happened?
Bringing up Night of the Living videos. She had a dream last night about Night of the Living videos.
What is that?
It was a really cool thing we used to do in high school.
Oh.
We'd have to perform music videos live, and we'd make them from scratch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did a Silverchair song.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's a lot of fun.
Let's see. Yeah, so, you know.
I encourage you.
You know what you do? You've gotten a lot better.
Write them down.
Write down your goals, guys. What's the game plan? You got to get a game plan.
I got a game plan.
All right, so if
Get
you got a
new
challenge,
job.
you got a new... What? What'd you say?
Yeah,
Well, you should give up on that.
Yeah.
We're stuck here, buddy.
We are.
We're never going anywhere.
I know.
And that's okay. This is where we're at right now. That's something that I feel like I'm good at. Because, you know, there's moments in your life where you are wondering, okay, what am I where God wants me to be?
Right.
Like, what? Am I missing out on something? And everything points to me being right exactly where I'm supposed to be. Because if I'm not, I pray, man. I always pray, God, put me where you want me to be. If I'm not supposed to be here, you know, I want to be on that path, you know?
Yeah.
So, so far,
I got your back,
2019 is looking pretty good. We just launched a new show. We have this show. We're kind of like Ryan Seacrest. We have so many things going on in our lives right now.
We really do.
Yeah.
I need a break.
No, you don't. Keep yourself busy. Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey. Who's this?
How are you? It's
Pretty
Brett.
good. Hi, Britt. What are you doing?
Yeah, I just put my hand in my mouth.
You gonna kick off a challenge with me on March 4th?
Yeah, what's your challenge?
I'm really gonna focus on the running and no sugar challenge in March.
Why March?
Were you not just listening?
Nope, she doesn't listen to the show.
Oh.
No, I do. You know why I wasn't listening? I decided to watch Don't Sweat the Small Stuff again.
Oh, you watched
one
it
more time.
Was it that
Wow,
good?
Was that good? Will you critique it and tell us later?
Was it that good?
Yeah.
Is that why you watched it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Thank you, Brett. That's awesome.
It was hot. I don't
So
usually
bad.
like funny
God,
puns,
that was
but
so bad.
Yeah.
that was a mom joke. I know. I'm sorry.
I know.
Did you feel like when you watched it that it was really hot in there? Like, seriously? Because when I watched...
No,
Yeah, see?
honestly, I
Yeah.
really didn't. I
We
kinda
could have the
felt
heat
like
off.
you guys were like just exaggerating.
Exactly.
Man.
I think the other episodes are
Because
going
you
to be
guys
better.
weren't sweating.
Oh, yes, we were. Look
Yeah.
at my face.
The other episodes will pick
I
it
am
up
dripping,
better.
and at one point I have to put a towel over my
neither-
face.
No.
See, we
none
gotta
of you
remove the
guys
towels.
Been glistening.
We're removing all
You guys-
towels or help.
I need to spray you in the face with the... we have
No.
a spray bottle in there?
No.
Just for
There was
effect?
no glistening
That's a lie.
happening, and usually people glisten when they're sweating.
Well, that's because they cut out all the times where we had to, like, wash our faces with our towels. So no towels. We should remove the
Oh,
towels.
Yeah, no
See?
towels.
No
Good
towels.
call.
And
yeah,
that
I
way
think
we're
so.
just
I think
dripping.
you guys should remove them.
Okay.
Because it kind of just looks like you guys were in a sauna that wasn't turned on.
Exactly. And, you know,
Good to know.
Steve-O and a couple other guests brought up a point. Hey, this is, like, why would you turn the heat on if nobody really knows that, you know,
That it's real.
Nobody would know that if we didn't even turn the heat on, we'd just be in a sauna. So why turn the heat on? The whole point of the show is to get them to sweat and make them uncomfortable. And the thing with an infrared sauna is it doesn't really get as hot as I would like it to be. So that's another thing I'm trying to figure out.
It's like the sauna defined.
It's not as
sauna
hot as the
hotter?
defined sauna. It's way hotter. It's way hotter. There's no way we could sit there for 30 minutes in the defined fitness sauna. There's no way. No way.
Yeah, and I guess that was like my whole thing. I'm used to like going into a sauna, and I can only stay in the sauna. I could stay in the steam room a lot longer than I can the sauna.
Yeah, sauna.
So I was thinking, I'm like, why are they not like glistening? Why?
Because it's an
there not
infrared
sweat
sauna.
Drop,
It's
like,
an infrared
dripping
sauna.
From their
No,
brow?
we were. We just always wipe our faces in between, like.
Yeah,
I'll make sure
I
we never
wanna
do
see
that. Never again.
We're
not allowed to use.
I'm really into like real raw footage of sweat dripping from
This
people's
is-
brows.
I don't understand. We gotta let you go. It's getting a little hot in here.
You know what you know what I'm doing for you right now?
Really weird.
I just went to our sauna company and I want to see if they have not an infrared, but like the regular sauna that has the stove in it. You know, the coals.
The
hotness?
Yeah, they have the
that you
stove.
can pour the water on?
No, either the water or the electric one that you can't pour the water on. That's what we need. That's the kind of sauna we need for this
And
show.
Okay. Anyway, poor Jacob is getting really anxious for me right now, man. He
Because you
chimed in
can't
and
move?
said,
Who's Jacob?
he's a Starmy member who's really anxious for me because I can't use my hands, and it's kind of like Dex has cut me off, man. No more talking
That's
with my hands.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
You can't use your hands?
I'm not.
No,
No,
you can't.
For the rest of the
Can't
show.
do it.
You're not you without your hands.
I know. Brian said it's like Dex
Well-
took away Jeff Dunham's puppet. Steve-O was struggling. So.
And, well, I just called to remind you guys that there's also a very special thing happening in March,
Okay.
as well as you starting your challenge.
Can you tell
so
Trent
you
to be
guys
quiet?
just ponder on what that could be,
Well, it's your birthday, so.
and I'll leave you.
Okay.
Dex, this is why we're best friends.
Wait, I said that, you jerk.
Steve-O.
I said
Oh.
that. Get out of my life.
Hey,
Just
Britt.
go. We got to go.
Britt.
We're breaking up.
Britt.
Uh,
Wait, was it Steve-O or Dex that
It
said
was
that?
me.
Britt.
Oh,
Britt, listen to
Dex,
me.
You don't remember my birthday?
Britt, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Did you know they have an infrared foot warmer?
Okay.
That's ridiculous, and I want one.
Do you see how he's trying to deflect the situation?
I know he is.
All right, we got to go, Britt.
Hey,
I love you.
hey. 1-5, bro.
Yeah?
1-5.
You looked it up.
I didn't
it's
look
on
it
my
up.
Facebook. Get out of here.
It's not. Wait,
Get
Facebook.
out of
Oh,
here.
I just used my hands.
Yep.
Dang it. Get out. Kick her out.
Bye, Britt. Love you.
I use my hands. I'm so mad. I hate everything.
I'm kind of bummed.
I
that-
lasted 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, but no, not even.
15?
Not even.
Solid 10.
No way.
A solid 8 minutes. 7?
Nope.
Do I get 5? 5 minutes?
Maybe 8.
I gotta
I'll give
use
you
my
8 minutes.
hands.
You made it about
It's
7 or 8.
me. Why are you trying to stifle me, bro?
Hey, bro.
It's who I am.
I never asked you to stop using your hands. You did. It wasn't me, bro.
It was my resolution to be better in 2019, but I blew it, so I'm like, forget that.
How about you just don't talk as much?
This show would be so boring without
No,
me
I don't
talking.
know if it would. I don't know.
Coming back, Dex is going to reestablish our roles here. We'll see how it goes. Will you keep watching?
That's good. All right, guys, we have to go to break.
Okay, fine.
Okay, we're late. And we're almost out of show. Can you believe they have a foot warmer?
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Get ready for some truth from Jensen Franklin on a Star 8 PowerPoint.
2 Corinthians 7, listen to this. I had fightings on the outside and I had fear on the inside. Have you ever had a day like that? Fightings on the outside. There's so much stuff going on out here on my job, in the family. This fightings on the outside. And even worse than that is fear on the inside. Doubting my own ability, doubting my own faith, doubting my own mind, doubting my own talent. Do I have what it takes? That's a bad day when the enemy's not just fighting you externally, but internally. Fighting on the outside, fear on the inside. But listen to what God did to get him through this rough season where he was about to quit. He said, nevertheless, God sent Titus to me and he encouraged me in the work of the Lord.
That's Jensen Franklin on Star 8 with a PowerPoint.
Head full of questions. How can you measure up to deserve affection? To ever be enough for this existence? When did it get so hard? Your heart is beating, alive and breathing, and there's a reason why. You are essential, not accidental, and you should realize you are beloved. I wanted you to know you are beloved. Let it soak into your soul. Forget the
occasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Life is an open road. We are moonlit drivers. I hear a voice that calls into the greatest story. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my home. You are an open door. You are a friend of sinners. You are the way and life for all those who wander. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my I've seen your light, I'll follow you. You feel my heart, I'll follow you. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my home. I've seen your light, I'll follow you. You feel my heart, I'll follow you. I'll follow you, yeah.
The Royal Neon Sign. It's on Star 88, 946.
High today of 44 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
Washington Post reports President Trump has gone to extraordinary lengths to conceal details of his conversations with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Deadly winter storm stretching from the Midwest to the east. More than a foot of snow in some parts.
A new report by the Centers for Disease Control says the U.S. birth rate is at its lowest level in 3 decades.
Police on the scene of a mall shooting in Utah. Customers wounded and running for cover.
Sarah Thomas became the first woman ever to officiate at an NFL playoff game.
The toll of the shutdown growing even more severe at airports in Miami and Houston. They're closing terminals there because of a TSA shortage.
A couple of great matchups in the NFC and AFC. High-powered Rams, high-powered Saints, a lot of offense. In the AFC, Chiefs, Patriots, second-year star Pat Mahomes against the ageless wonder Tom Brady.
The movie The Upside beat all expectations.
Surprising everyone who thought Aquaman would be #1 for a 4th week in a row. Aquaman crossed $1 billion in international box office this weekend.
Crazy!
Crazy.
But The Upside beat it, right? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm. What's The Upside?
That's that new Bryan Cranston film.
Oh, okay. Yeah, did you see people were giving him a hard time because he played a disabled person?
Oh.
Did you see that?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. That's the culture right now.
No comment.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching the show on YouTube. Shout out to everybody, Alicia, Sarah, Jessica, Brian, Jay Marie. Just some of the greats, legends, P1s that chime in. We love you guys. And thanks for all the good feedback on our other YouTube show that launched this morning as well. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Yeah, you guys are very encouraging. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick Fabian. Remember, we had him on the morning show
We sure did.
a few months ago, and man, that guy's
He's just
legit.
a really,
He's a
really
real,
good dude.
Real deal right there. You know?
Yeah.
I loved when he was talking about, because you think Patrick Fabian, he's a pretty accomplished actor. He's not like, he's not an A-lister by any means, but he's in a lot of shows, and you automatically think, all right, this guy's made it. He's one of those guys who's in some pretty big shows. He plays Howard Hamlin on Better Call
Nurse
Saul.
Dan, bro.
He was on Friends, so he's been in
90210, Saved by the
everything.
Bell. Yeah.
But he lives like that simple life. Like, he doesn't make a lot of money yet. I mean, it's starting to come in from, I think, Better Call Saul is what he said in our show. But right now, he still gets on his knees every night and prays and
Thanks God
for what he has. But he still stresses like everybody else.
It's such a great, So, we can move on. I don't want to.
Move on from what?
Well, I was just going to say, the reason we call it that is because if you can Google it, we don't care. We want to go deeper. We don't want to talk about the small stuff. We want to talk about what makes a person tick. Go down on an individual level and just discover a human being. And I love that so much. So he is truly a gentleman and a caring father and husband and a kind soul. So I really like him.
It was very nice of you to say that about him.
Yeah.
Very kind of you.
Thank you.
I like your voice is very gentle right now, and I appreciate that.
It's the more subdued version because you talked to me during the break and said to talk less and to
See,
be
you do listen.
kinder and to stop yelling because nobody likes my character, that they're only here for you. And I was like,
That's what
okay.
you got out of my conversation?
That's what I got.
Oh, okay.
So, welcome to
Wrong.
the show. Excited to be here.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad you signed that contract. You're not
Mhm.
going to move your arms and hands as much. You're going to have a
Huge.
softer voice in 2019.
Yeah.
Can we wear our robes on the morning show, too?
No, we
Can we do that?
Absolutely
Because
not.
I feel like that's the robe I want when I get to
No,
heaven.
that's too much crossover. You know
It's
what
not
I mean?
white. It's black, and it's
You
very
want,
velvety.
the Laverne and Shirley Happy Days crossovers where it's like, oh, you don't want it to bleed into each other so much that you lose your
That's a good
identity
call.
on one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
That is a very good call.
Just saying.
Did you find that stuff on the Bears kicker, or did you want me to do something else?
Let's talk about this. We've mentioned him a few times. Cody Parkey, and he was the kicker for the Bears, who basically cost them their season.
It basically wasn't his fault.
I know. I just felt really bad for him. He got a bad rap because, of course, he missed the kick, and it was tipped. But man, did he just get roasted.
I really want to know, whose fault is it? Partially his fault too, even though it got tipped, or is it the lineman who was supposed to block and didn't block properly, and that's why it got tipped?
It was an emotional game, man. The Bears and the Eagles, and it was in Chicago, and everybody believed, well, the Bears have got this, but others are going, don't discount those Eagles. It's the playoffs, and it was one of the craziest endings because the Bears were trailing for most of the fourth quarter, I think. The Eagles were trailing for most of the fourth quarter, and then they rallied back and scored a touchdown with almost no time left. And so it was like, well, clearly the Eagles are going to get this one. So then the Bears were like, perseverance! And then they drove all the way down the field to put themselves into field goal range with a couple seconds left on the clock. And Cody Parkey kicks this field goal, and it's sailing to the uprights. And he's like, we're going to win this game.
No. Oh, no.
Except
no,
the Eagles called a final timeout, and it negated the first kick. And you're like, ah!
Yeah, what do they call that? There's a name for it.
Icing the kicker.
Icing the kicker. That's right. Yeah.
So then Parkey lines up again and goes for it. And It hits an Eagle defender's fingertips, and then it hits the goalpost and bounced off the upright and the crossbar. Does not go through. Time expires, and it's just devastating.
Chaos, guys.
So, you know, as all the players are walking off the field, you always see, like, there's certain players that are, like, huddled around somewhere, and Parkey was one of those dudes who was in a circle from both teams, kneeling in prayer for the post-game prayer. And
he was probably praying that he wouldn't get murdered by his teammates.
Well, you know, he's had some bad games, and after the loss that he suffered, yes, he told reporters that it was important to keep perspective in life, even though he felt terrible about the loss. He was still giving glory to God, and he thanked him even in that moment.
It's awesome.
Even in that moment. And so, talk about character, you know, like...
Yeah.
Because so many people were roasting him, and I felt so bad for that kid, because that's what everybody's saying. That's what they see is this kid that just, I mean, he missed it.
Yep.
So, man.
I think some of us, we can relate to that. We've all, not all of us have been in that situation yet, but some of us have been in a situation in our lives where we just failed hard. And then everybody turns against us because we made a bad mistake, and you feel like you're all alone.
Yeah.
You have no support. I can't imagine how he felt, though, man.
Well, yeah.
Ugh.
He talked after the game, and he said, I feel terrible about it. There's
Yeah.
really no answer to it. I thought I hit a good ball. It's one of the worst feelings in the world to let your teammates down. I feel terrible. And continue to put things into perspective, continue to just put my best foot forward and just sleep at night knowing that I did everything in my power this week to make that kick. And for whatever reason, it hit the crossbar and the upright.
Yeah. And, you know, I played football in high school, so I know what it's like when one of the players, let's say the quarterback, has a terrible game. Like you're putting your heart and soul out there to win the game, and then your quarterback is a head case, or he's just had a bad game.
Yeah.
Or it might not even be the quarterback, could be the running back. And so that's why it's like it's a team effort. You can't just get mad at the kicker, because guess what? Maybe they shouldn't have been in that situation where it was down to a kick.
Yeah, the defense allowed the Eagles to drive all the way down and score a touchdown.
How many other people messed up? How many other players messed up throughout the game and caused them to get where they were at?
But I will say, man, his response was so mature. He said, something I've always tried to do through good or bad is to give praise to the higher power, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Football is what I do. It is not who I am.
Yeah, man.
And I think that's a pretty solid reminder for all of us as Christians. After the game, he said, one of the coolest things we do is the prayer. You get done battling the other team for 60 minutes, and then as believers, we all join in prayer. We're praying for safety, for health, for the other team to get home safely. It's encouraging and something I look forward to, because Jesus defines him, not who he is as a football player. I'm like, man, I need to remember that. Okay, it's a job. It's not who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
You're exactly right.
Somebody said, man, what about the Eagles? Alshon Jeffrey yesterday. I'm sure he's getting backlash as well. Yeah, end of the game. They were charging all the way down the field, slipped through his fingers, and Lattimore, defender for the Saints, caught it. Game over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And if you have like 71 minutes to waste at work today, you guys need to watch this, because we talked about it this morning. They did this contest after Cody Parker missed the field goal, because there were so many Bears fans that were upset and saying, like, they were basically saying, oh my gosh, I could kick that field goal. So they set up a competition out on the street. It was outside of a brewery. And they offered free beer for a year to anyone who could make it. So they set it up where they had the goalposts, and then they had
because welcome to Chicago.
they had all these fans show up to try to kick the field goal, and out of 101 people, 0 made the field goal. And we watched some of them this morning. They're hilarious. But there's like 71 minutes of people trying to kick this field goal, and they're slipping because it's snowing outside and the grass is wet. So I can't wait to watch this today. Man, I got 71 minutes to burn after the show. I'm ready to do this. The whole thing's up. I love it.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. These fans that think they can kick a field goal and they just fail miserably.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that'll do it. We're done.
We out.
Monday in the books. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We love you. Be safe today. No texting and driving. No bird box challenge.
No bird box challenge. Got it.
All right.
Got it.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
How can you be certain God's working in your life? Well, James McDonald has a word just for you. So listen up.
We are the